On today's hit music, Q92, Christian here, Lauren here, Jake here. Guess what? It's Thursday morning. It's the 7 o'clock hour, and it's snowing out there. Winter weather advisory. We knew it was coming. Kicked off around 4, and it pretty much started right on time. I'm going to be honest. Well done.
I know, but usually when they start winter weather advisories, you're kind of like, oh, then it'll probably start snowing like 6, 7 o'clock. No, I mean, like it was almost
They
spot
called
on.
4, and it was 4.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys all the weather guys we always harp on. You nailed that one. Good morning, everybody. Q92 Morning Show, and we are glad to be with you on your radio. We're also live on Q92radio.com, where you can listen to the radio station 24/7 from anywhere in the world. And we are now, of course, live. You can watch along on Q92's Facebook and YouTube channel. We are glad to be with you. Hopefully you're driving safely out there. Because, again, winter weather advisory, pretty much all schools canceled. Don't know if every school, but I'm pretty sure all schools are canceled or mostly are canceled.
A lot of them, which actually I do feel like was a solid call. I mean, the roads are not awesome.
Started at 4. You knew it was only going to get worse. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what are you doing? We haven't had a ton of school days. Snow days, that is.
I know, but
So
I was
you got to use them or lose them, right?
Yeah, but I was a little surprised because they're going to get 2 next week for sure.
The cold is going to
Yeah.
cause snow days, yes.
Yeah, so I was a little surprised, but there was no greater joy. My son is 16 years old, so he's not that cute little snuggly, whatever anymore. He's just like, yeah. So I went in to tell him that he didn't have school, and I actually got, thanks, Mom. Love you. Have a good day. His day was so made by just saying, hey, bud, turn your alarm off. They called school. He was like...
Yeah, not daughter. They canceled Ursula last night.
I love it when they do that. So we just know.
Yeah. She went to bed knowing, and it was because, this week is her midterm.
Yeah.
So she was really, yes.
Yeah.
So she gets another day to study, another day to get ready and all that. But, yeah, so most schools canceled. But we still all got to go to work, though, don't we? So just be careful, be safe.
Go slow.
Stupid day to ride somebody's ass.
Yeah, just go slow. I mean,
Stupid day to drive like an idiot. So just take your time. You'll get there. Shout out to all the road crews. You guys are out there now. You're gonna be working
all day.
pretty much all day. This is gonna be an all day one. So thank you to you guys. Text messages. Slick as hell out there. Drive safe from Jim Guy. Good morning. Fine like meal snow makes me a big mess. Soapbox Derby Grandma.
Yeah, the fine snow is slick, I will say.
Happy Snowy Thursday. After Girl is checking in. Mustache Master checking in with your weekly reminder. 130 more days till Memorial Day vacation. I love this guy.
Thank you.
Mustache Master, you are the best. And the best thing is, Lauren, we can laugh all we want and be like, oh my God, but that number is only going to get smaller.
That's true. I've got a couple
Glass half full.
I've got a couple of days that I'll be taking off.
Do you?
Between now and then, yeah.
You're going to use a PTO day before Memorial Day?
Yeah, that's almost halfway through the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got to save those for December.
Taking my kids to a concert, and then my nephew is graduating from high school, but he also ships out 3 days later for the Marines.
There is a concert later on this year. I don't even think it's announced yet that I want to attend.
Yeah, you can't talk about it. It hasn't announced.
I know. You know what's funny?
What?
Because I know it. I know it's not known.
Yeah.
They're so blatantly giving Easter eggs.
Because you can see it, because you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might not have
If
paid
I
attention.
didn't know, that would mean nothing to me what I saw.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Well, so imagine my position. I see that all the
you guys
time.
it's right there.
Yeah,
You
because
guys are silly.
we get to find out beforehand. So then I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because then I'll be like, oh, yeah, I did see.
And that concert is during the week. And
You'll be fine.
I might very well take one that next day and not come in because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I'd like to go and enjoy and then just not go
You
home
have
again
the time.
before.
Just do it.
So we'll see. This is the most snow and cold that we've had in about 2 years.
I feel like consistently that's probably accurate.
Yeah, it took a long time to start the actual snow in this area. I'm convinced it doesn't start anymore in November and December, really. A little in December.
Yeah.
But October, November, no. December is when the real shift happens, and then your January and February are just like,
Yeah.
back to back to back.
I think we have another storm system coming through. I'm a little nervous
It's like once a week.
I've got to go out Sunday. I have an appearance on Sunday at the Bone Village.
Hooters.
No, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, did you see who filed for bankruptcy?
No.
That Twin Peaks company. I
Wonder
never
why.
been. I never went. I don't know. I think they did. Boy, I hope I'm not making that up. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
It might not be right, though.
Well, if I'm wrong, I'm getting sued. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure.
No, Belton Village Bridal Show. If you know somebody that's engaged, it's this weekend happening at Belton Village Mall. You should totally stop out.
Yep.
Nicolina's hosting games on Saturday. I'm hosting a game on Sunday. And it's a good time. It's so much fun.
Twin Peaks franchisee files bankruptcy amid multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Oh, franchisee, not all of them. Does that mean just like one of them?
I don't know, maybe. I just think it's hilarious. Like, I can be like, did you see? And it'll be like some serious like world news or something. It'll be like, no, but I saw Twin Peaks is filing for bankruptcy. I think I'm right. And then you are right.
Yeah. Thank God it was right.
That caught your eye.
Yeah. They're facing a $12 million lawsuit from Florida Restaurant Franchise Group. Okay, what are they suing them for? They say the bankruptcy is a result of the pending litigation. Oh, pop-up. A pop-up that takes me right back to the top of the page.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what's happening with there, but I haven't been there yet. I think it's doing well, the one in Boardman.
Yeah.
I haven't been. I feel like I would get in trouble.
Oh, from at
I was
home,
like, Jane,
from
I'm going to Twin Peaks.
She'd be like, heck, you
I'll
are.
be home. How's Jim? You good? All right, I'm going to Twin Peaks. So I don't know if that would go over well, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I'm skimming the article, not doing my very good job, but it's early. It's 7:13 in the morning. What do we have for you here today? Been talking about it all morning. We are less than an hour away from announcing our very first Your Included contest of the year. What is it? What can you become a finalist for? What could you win? We're going to tell you at 8 o'clock. We're going to get a finalist in the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to get a finalist on the stream. If you'd like to get a jump on that,
Oh, you totally can, and you should.
you should go over to the live video feed. You can go to Facebook's or YouTube's. It doesn't matter which one you do. We want you to like the live video feed. And what should we put in the comments section this morning?
Okay, so
Or do you want a clue, or you just want to go snow because it's snowing?
I think we should do
We
a
got
clue.
2 weeks to do like funny little emojis and stuff.
Oh, all right.
I'm just saying.
I was
Gotta leave
ready.
some bullets in the hole in the holster. You know what I'm saying?
All right, snowflakes.
Snowflakes. You put a snowflake in the comments section with a like, you might end up becoming a finalist before we get off the air today at 10. Jordan Miller from Jordan Miller News. Around 8:30 will be joining us. And we're off and running. Please be careful out there, everyone. Be safe. It's Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather on Q. Final wipe, I always stand.
See?
That's the final wipe. It's not the
But
initial.
why? Because you know that it's the...
I'm a lady and I'm a stander. There's someone who's with you.
Thank you.
A lady and a stander. Let me see here. I'm a sitter going from the back. My husband is a stander. Wow, a male stander. I'm a guy. I stand. I thought only girls did it sitting. We're talking about number 2.
Yeah, we do.
And cleaning yourself.
We do it sitting potty for sure.
That's so interesting to me. Partially standing, LOL. Wipe down and out. When you're standing, how do you spread your cheeks?
You guys, when you act like they don't, like, you can't get in there.
It is an odd angle, Lauren. I don't know what to tell you.
No,
It's an
it is
odd
not.
angle. Jake,
You
am
guys
I alone
act
on
like
this?
it's got some type of vacuum seal.
It's not going to be completely closed, but it's going to be a little bit more closed than if you were sitting.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I really think
I'm sorry you never got over like when your mom would go to the restroom with you and be like, all right, and wipe your butt.
I'm sorry. I don't think you're cleaning yourself properly.
Uh-huh.
That's concerning to me.
Coming from you.
I'm just saying.
When you say that you do not use a washcloth, I'm sorry. I will stand on that hill because I cannot believe you don't.
Great. When we're talking about that, you can stand on that hill. This is about pooping and wiping, and you're not doing it correctly. Female sitter, I enjoy a good wet wipe. Oh, they're the best. I look at people who use toilet paper when they're like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, I know.
You know my analogy.
It's gross. Don't.
If you had chocolate icing and it was smeared on your kitchen counter, are you taking a dry Bounty and wiping your counter? Or is all the chocolate icing going to come off?
Yes.
No, it's not.
I'm going to use a paper towel but to clean up that chocolate icing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get most of it off the counter.
What most?
Before I go in with something moist. I don't use just, otherwise you're just smearing it around,
Once you use something moist, what magically happens to that counter? It's clean. Oh my God. Just like my butt. And he paid. Jake, what's your rage?
Mine's kind of a little bit self-inflicted, the first part at least. So I'm kind of lazy and don't like to do things until like I absolutely have to.
Procrastination?
Yeah, so my windshield wipers absolutely do not work well at all. And I was always out of windshield wiper fluid. And so like yesterday driving here, I couldn't see because it was dirty. And so I had to like wait until like a car drove next to me and splashed enough snow so I could clean my windshield wiper so I could see.
Yeah.
And
bottle of water out the window, Jake. I had to do it.
If I had water.
Okay.
So yesterday I was out with Star and we were grocery shopping and I saw windshield wiper fluid. I'm like, finally, I'm going to do it. Going to refill my windshield wiper fluid.
Make the investment.
Right. so I got the
Where were you shopping at? Just out of curiosity.
Dealers in Ashland.
Oh, okay.
So I got the de-icer and it said negative 30 degrees, melts ice instantly. So I'm like, great. So I put that in my car. I tested it works great. You know, like we go home. And I did it one more time before leaving her house. And then on my drive here this morning, I also couldn't see. I'm like, I got this time. You know, I turn on the windshield wiper fluid, nothing comes out. My windshield wiper scrape, makes that awful noise, smears it around, makes it harder to see, nothing comes out. I don't know why my windshield wiper.
Did it freeze? Do you park your truck outside at night?
Yeah, but shouldn't it not freeze if it's negative 30 degree?
But where it comes out of, water can get in there and freeze and block off where that would come out.
Oh.
So
that could happen, or sometimes in cars it's like a hose wise off, and sometimes that needs taken apart and cleaned.
Yeah.
And if you're running high, I know that I was having issues, and of course, like all men, I had my lady do it. I looked up a YouTube video how to do it, and she went out in the garage and did it, and my windshield wipers work fine now.
Yeah.
Because I watched a couple YouTube videos, and apparently, according to these guys, that happens more than you think.
Oh,
they can become disconnected
I
very
was going to say
easily,
disconnected. That's happened to
or they can
me.
become clogged with just stuff. If you just clean out the hoses.
Yeah, my Durango did that. It came completely apart, and
Yeah.
Tony finally, when he was looking in, he kind of like looked up because it was mounted to like the hood part of the car, and he was like, "Oh, this is the problem." And he literally just like connected them back together.
A lot of times, Jake, that just happened to me. It can be an easier fix than you think, even if you have to like pop the hood, because it could be as simple as the hoses. But she's right; it could be frozen too from the exit part.
Yeah,
gotcha.
From being outside.
I'll look into it today.
So hopefully, because that is a terrible when you're driving on especially like on the freeway.
Maybe just keep a bottle of water in your glove compartment just in case.
Okay.
But like
Ooh.
you do know, you can go to like Walmart or you can go into AutoZone and just tell them to make a model of your car, and they'll put the blades on for you.
Yeah, I need new blades for sure, but the windshield wiper fluid also needs to work for those to be useful.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's true.
That's fair. Ooh, you know what else you could do? Do a little spray bottle, put windshield wiper fluid, and then if you're driving, just reach around while you're driving.
Little
Just head out the window and spray my own windshield.
Dude, like, what is he doing?
Okay.
What does that kid do? Question for both of you.
Oh boy, what's this
We're
from?
pivoting.
Text line?
We're pivoting.
or from you?
Oh, no, it's from the prep site again.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very morbid today. Prep site, very morbid.
I don't like that.
Listen to
Okay,
this
go
one.
ahead.
If you were going to be executed,
Oh my gosh.
both of you have to answer this. Which would you choose? Firing squad, electric chair, or lethal injection? Now listen, fire squad's over like that.
Yeah.
So you could, I know it sounds harsh, but there's no you're dead.
I think I would go firing squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Jake?
I was gonna go injection.
I'm going lethal injection.
No.
You just kind of fall asleep.
No, you don't. It's not that peaceful,
It should be.
but it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You've never been lethally injected.
I have read about it because everybody's like, oh, it's so humane, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. They know they're dying. They feel their heart slowing down. They feel that it's hard to get a breath of air.
Hold on. Oh, people have Googled this a bunch.
Wait,
Lethal
duh.
injection can cause prolonged pain and extremely painful deaths. This is often obscured by elements of the process itself. For example, the second drug, paralytic agent, the tight straps.
It's a
preventing
paralytic.
a
So
pri-
it's
yeah,
paralysis, causes
that's what I
paralysis.
said.
Yeah.
The tight straps preventing a prisoner from moving, the white sheet hiding the body from view, or a curtain being drawn between the witnesses. Huh.
They start because all of their central nervous system is getting quietly snuffed out.
A little bit.
Painfully, though.
I just don't know that I could look at the guns at me and hear them go fire.
Well, but I would just be like, can I turn around? Can you just shoot me in the back?
Can you whisper the fire and just do it?
Right.
I don't want to hear the ready aim.
Right.
Just somebody just stand there and boop, it's over. So, all right. So no one's picking the electric chair.
No, but you guys apparently want to die a painful death and not just get shot and killed.
$7:24 right here on today's hit music, Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. About 6 minutes away from a look at sports. Don't forget, 8 o'clock, we announce our brand new first of the year, Your Included contest. Going to tell you what that is. Get a finalist in the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to get a finalist on the stream. If you want to give yourself a chance now to become that finalist on the stream, head over, click the like button, put the snowflake in the comments section, and Lauren might pick you at the end of the show. We're going to pick one of you and make you a finalist for this brand new contest that we're kicking off. Also, Jordan Miller going to be joining us for Jordan Miller News around 8:30 this morning. A lot coming up on this snowy Thursday morning winter weather advisory. Do be careful as you guys are heading out to work there. Obviously, schools are all closed.
Yeah, I mean, it's very slick. I'm a little bit worried. Obviously, next week we're going to see a polar plunge that we have not seen in quite a while. It's been a few years. Going to have negative wind chills into the mid to upper negative 20s. It's going to be really cold. Christian, have you heard about this dog Maple that's missing in North Canton?
Kind of.
I mean, I don't know how you couldn't have, because every day when I get on social media, it's right there in front of me. And of course, it's missing from North Canton. It's missing right by the Aldi in North Canton. That's their home is very close to that area. But last weekend, hundreds of volunteers showed up, and they literally are searching for this poor little golden retriever. From my understanding, I think she's only 6 months old. But my fear is obviously the frigid temperatures are coming next week. And I don't know if that's survivable depending on where she's at. But I don't know. I feel like if you have a barn or a shed on your property, can you just maybe take a quick peek before this weather comes in to make sure she's not curled up somewhere scared to death? Just kind of keep your eyes out for her. She's the sweetest little dog. There's a page on Facebook called Operation Find Maple that you can go to. But yeah, I mean, just keep your eyes peeled. I hope this family gets their dog back. I can't imagine. I really can't. And they are a member of the family. So, but this has been over 2 week search. I'm hoping. You know what I fear?
someone took her.
Yeah, and they're being a complete a-hole.
Yeah, there's
That's
a-hole
what I
people
worry.
out there.
Yeah, that's what I worry about. I mean, this family obviously loves their dog dearly. So
Yep.
if you have her, maybe have a little conversation with Jesus. Give her back.
You look in
This
the
is
mirror a little bit.
ridiculous.
And
Right.
be like, do I want to be the person that steals dogs?
Right.
If you did,
It's horrible. Anyhow.
maybe I should just give the dog back.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of the frigid cold temperatures, probably not the best time to just turn your dog out. You know, plop down on the couch and forget they're out there. Please be attentive. Get them in and out quickly.
Amen, sister. Especially next week, or you go sit your ass outside with them.
Yeah, and see how you like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I
plop
can't
down next
imagine.
to 'em.
I told you ours is a snow loving breed, and even he was playing the 1 foot, 2 foot like hoppy little dance as he was trying to go to the bathroom. You know, last week when we had some negative wind chills, but it's gonna be frigid. I mean, awful.
Next week's gonna be cold. Text message. Cat lady and her mom checking in. Still no snow days for us up in Trumbull County. Our Trumbull County listeners, we're sorry.
I know.
We're sorry. I guess it's not going north enough for you.
I guess.
Austin Town Boardman Canfield said, "Nope, you're going to school today."
Well, I mean,
That's some of our Mahoney County listeners
I
having
know
to go
you
today.
guys have had a snow day though. We had not.
There was one that Mahoney County
Yeah.
had trouble. Yeah, that like yes, I guess that's sorry. I mean that's around where Austin Town Bournemouth. That's
Yeah.
my area, so I didn't know Ursuline doesn't have school. Just drove 77 south from Jackson to Canton South. Got off at the 800 exit. Roads are fine. That's
That's
great
good.
to hear.
I'm glad 77 is good.
May it stay that way.
Yes.
White van guy checking in, going to get some service work done on the van. Have a great day, White van guy. Be safe
Yes.
driving out there. Appreciate you checking in with us. We got to look at sports coming up right after the 1975, the sound on Q92.
According to a survey,
Yeah.
of 1,500 singles from Plenty O Fish. Great
It's your
website.
it was your favorite. That and
Still
Christian Mingle,
around.
right?
Zeus was my all-time favorite.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of Fish. I always thought that was like the Dollar Tree version of dating apps. I don't care. People are like, well, I found my love on Plenty of Fish. I'm
They
like,
used to have a meetup at the 356 Fighter Group.
is that a bar?
You don't remember the Fighter
I wasn't
Group?
raised here. Remember?
I know that, but it was
raised in
real.
Canton.
But you worked here when it was still open.
What did I?
Yeah. It was right out by
I'm-
the airport, and it was like a restaurant, but it was huge, and they used to have like live music out back and dance parties. And they had like a room that had a pool table in it. Like,
And Plenty of Fish people would meet up there.
yeah.
Gosh darn. That's crazy. Well, according to Plenty of Fish, they talked to 1,500 singles on there. A third of singles have ended a friendship because one of their friends started dating their ex.
Totally believe it.
And you know where this is prominent right now? Young kids.
We talked about that, didn't we?
This is weird to me.
Yeah, you guys had an experience with it.
I
didn't
don't
you?
know if it's a generational thing. I don't understand it because when I grew up, that was a no-no.
Yeah, that's
Like,
bro code,
that
man.
was a no-no. You never tried to date one of your boys' exes. And I feel like now that's all that happens. Like I've learned a lot from Not Daughter and her high school ways and her high school friends. And
Yeah.
my nephews now in high school doing their high school things and their high school ways. They just all date each other. They just pass each other around.
Which is gross.
And no one gets mad at anybody. There's no fighting. Like, it is weird to me. I would never have, go back to high school, my 20s, have gone after a girl that one of my good friends dated. It's a no-no.
Yeah.
You know how much of a no-no it was for my crew growing up? That's right, I said my crew. I had a friend now.
Your crew?
My crew.
Chris's
yeah.
crew?
Yeah. No, it's never Chris. Came to me. His now wife, might I add.
Okay.
I went to college with her.
Mhm.
We were good friends in college. We would hang out with everybody from our group, and we were all telecommunications people. We'd hang
Okay.
out. Bro code meant so much back then. Now, keep in mind, me and this girl never dated.
We were just friends.
We were friends, same friend group. My buddy liked her, came to me and asked me if it'd be okay to ask her out. And she was just my friend. That's how much bro code meant back in the day.
Yeah, wow.
Now
30 years later.
it's like you break up today. Okay, I'll ask her out tomorrow. I'll wait.
Right.
I'll wait till tomorrow.
I'll give her tonight.
I want you to heal.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want you to. I understand.
No, I do believe it. I think
It's
that
weird.
happens more and more. It is weird because listen, that boy was just kissing your friends the other night. Like, it's weird. It's real weird.
Well, how many times when we talk about these topics, someone come in and call in or text in and be like, "Yeah, my girlfriend cheated on me with my best friend.
Yeah, that happens.
My girlfriend slept with my boyfriend." Like, how do you? Listen to this. This is, I'm not gonna say it's irked me. Maybe not bothered me, but it's irked me since I've been told this. Now, obviously, we are both in our 40s. We're not spring chickens anymore.
No.
I don't think we're old, but we're certainly not young.
No, not as young as we used to.
No. Got
$7:36 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. We are less than a half hour away from announcing our first Your Included contest of the year. What are we giving away? What can you become a finalist for? You have to wait. We're going to tell you at 8 o'clock, but you can try your best to become our first stream finalist by heading over right now, before you even know what it is, to our live video feed that's on Q92's Facebook and YouTube channel. Click the like button and put the snowflake in the comment section. Do that, and you'll be entered for a chance to become our very first stream finalist, that is, for the new contest we'll be announcing here a little later. More text messages about the roads out there. Good morning from Pothead in Malvern. I'm missing Arizona today. I'll bet you are.
Yeah, I bet.
Air Force guy checking in. Canton roads are awful. What's new? I hope they're not awful, but that stinks. Good morning. Covered perfection. Schools are closed, but mom still has to restock Bright Bubble Tea. So if you're in the Canal Fulton, travel over for sickles in the drink.
There you go.
Cake sickles, huh?
Yeah, treat yourself. I mean, if you just drove in this and you hauled your butt out of bed while everybody else is snoozing away, sounds like a cake sickle kind of morning to me.
77 between Bolivar and Canton is starting to stick. So 77 Bolivar and Canton starting to get snow covered. Mama Trucker here. Please be safe. Word of advice. If you're tailing a car or truck, you see, yet scared to pass them, you should probably slow down. Have a great day. Riding someone's ass this morning is dumb.
Stupid.
Wish I had the clip from Saved by the Bell. Stupid.
Dumb.
Stinks. That's You're an idiot. You're
About,
begging to wreck your car.
they were talking about drugs. You were talking about driving safe.
You're an
Still
idiot.
the same. Fred on Facebook said 62 is trash. That was his quote.
Trash. That's not a good
I think
description.
Jake would agree with you. He said 62 wasn't that great.
Yeah, there was parts that were fine, but most of it was not.
Yeah.
Looking
You
good.
did not enjoy 62?
No.
You guys,
No.
Jake drives the pickup truck. And all I'm saying is that
I slid the other day going home.
I bet.
I almost crashed into a guardrail and oncoming traffic.
That's
Things you don't want to hit.
yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I was slid.
Oh my gosh, Jake.
I almost hit 60.
Like, how does he not ever bring this up? What day was this?
The other day when it was snowing all day and I didn't leave until 5.
Monday?
No.
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Okay.
I slid almost directly by Smith where the
I've
radio
done
station.
that,
I
yeah.
literally hit the brakes and just kept going.
I've almost slid into y'all's cars parked in the parking lot trying to pull
I
in.
creep. Man, when it's snowing in our driveway, I creep.
I like hold my breath.
I creep because I'm always afraid I'm going to just slide into Clint or Rex. Like
Yeah. Oh, I've learned my lesson. I've slowed
I
way down.
creep when
These
I
new
when I take
tires
that.
too are like they're like mud tires, but they handle the snow like a boss.
That's a good thing, especially on a day like this.
Yeah.
Text messages. What's the point of driving with your flashers on when it's snowing?
I guess it's like if you're going under a certain speed limit to let people know, like from a distance, like slow down because you're not moving very fast.
I guess if you're in the slow lane and you have those on, it's really letting you know, like, yo, I'm really taking it easy because of the snow.
You can
Feel
go
free to go
around.
around. I'm in the
Yeah.
far lane. Go.
Fred on Facebook says, I drive a Tahoe and I slide around.
Someone said 76 is crap too on the text line. Well, that's the way I go home. Sweet. Christian, bring back the dummy. Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah.
I still have it. Good morning from trash guys at American Landfill. Everyone stay safe. Roads are literally garbage. LOL.
I mean, and they know what they're talking about. They're out there all over roads.
Good morning. Snow covered, slippery. Give truckers a break when you pass them. Don't cut them off. Is your stopping distance that we need to slow the rigs down on these conditions? Please and thank you.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
wise.
Cutting off the semis. It's not as easy for them to hit the brakes if you cut them off.
Yeah.
I also hear that passing them on the right can be dangerous. They don't have as good of a view when you're passing them on the right than they do on the left.
Oh, interesting.
I was
well,
watching YouTube videos
because of where
about
they're
that.
sitting in the cab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bigger blind spot on the right side. So if you're there in the fast lane and you're trying to pass them in the slow lane, it's not as easy for them to see you the whole time you're passing.
Yeah.
Just think about that. So you don't end up with a semi on your lap. I hear they're heavy. Look at us just trying to help everybody today.
I know.
That's why we're here. This is why live and local radio helps on mornings like this. So you know what it's like. You know what the roads are like. You know what to expect.
Well, I feel like it's a group chat. We can find out from almost anywhere what the roads are like because our listeners are awesome and let us know.
I love the LA night button. Well, I'm glad you do.
Dummy. Yeah.
Reminds me of DM dummy. Not to mention, usually our right side of mirror is covered in snow and dirt. We cannot see on the right. See, I thought I only learned that recently. Actually, TikTok taught me that.
And now you might be at risk of not being
Not
able to get
knowing,
those
yeah.
tips.
You truckers better start posting on Reels or something so we could get these things out to people. And turn your car's headlights on, someone said. Boy, you guys are really...
Oh, there's lots of demands. I came in this morning and I was like, people who drive with their high beams in snow are psychotic. There's no way. I mean, it looks like all you see is snow coming at you. Like, I don't get it.
It's like you're in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and then
In
like
Star
if I'm
Wars.
coming towards you and you have your brights on, like it looks that way for me too.
Yeah.
Like what are we doing here?
I think some of the keys we've learned today is that we don't want to pass trucks on the right in this weather.
Yeah.
Don't ride someone's ass. Maybe don't put your high beams on.
Yeah.
And, just chill. Just chill. You'll get where you're going.
Oh, Shannon on Facebook says flashers are used when it's snowing hard, so you can literally see the car ahead of you. That makes sense too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shannon.
But I guess they shouldn't hang out in the fast lane for miles under the speed limit. That's fair too. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair criticism. You're going to be in the fast lane doing under the limit. Come on, what are you doing? But sometimes semis got to pass each other. I don't know all the semi rules. I'm just telling you. I know they don't always see you on the right side. I'm just saying. They don't always see you on the right side. Yes. So one trucker sent a picture of their right side, what it looks like right now. That would be hard to see you.
Hold on, let me see.
That would be hard to see you on the right side.
I don't see the picture.
Is that a mail truck? I think someone sent a mail truck in.
Oh, here, hold on. It's because another one came in ahead of that.
Well, that's not a semi. That's like a mail truck. Because
Either way, though, I see what they're saying.
Yeah. It could be hard to see.
Yeah.
It could be hard to see. ODOT is out double teaming 77 North. Great work. Look at ODOT.
You know what? I love that. When you see two plows like working together or more, and they're just like plowing through it and clearing the roads. That's like
they're like in a little formation.
Cue the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like watching the Blue Angels in an air show.
Kind of.
Only it's on the road and there's snow. It's amazing. It's Taylor Swift, Karma. It's Q.
I was like, I'm going to wash my car in and out, then come back and do the yard. Got to cut the grass now. Both neighbors did. Clock's ticking. There's nothing you can do when the neighbors cut your grass. You have
What 24 hours
you
to
have 24
respond.
hours. And they both cut it. And I was like, you sons of... Okay.
At least they did it now and not Saturday.
So, fair. So I drove up to the car wash, which is only about a 5-minute drive from my house. Got there, ready to go. Realized didn't have my wallet.
Oh, that sucks.
Had to drive back.
Yeah.
Then go wash the car. In vacuuming the car, I am a disgusting human. The things that I vacuumed out of my car. But the worst thing I found, and I don't know if you guys have ever found something gross in your cars. I don't know when this happened.
I mean, like petrified French fries, yeah.
Now, I think everyone has McDonald's fries somewhere underneath their
Somewhere
seat.
where
Yeah.
they're hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yet still look like the day you bought them.
That's fair.
I found underneath my driver's seat, so it was me. All right. A section like this big of a Big Cat Kit Kat bar.
Ew. How did that one slip through your fingers?
Don't know.
Think about it.
I love a Kit Kat. That
I
would
would have
mean,
been so mad. I would be like, dang it, I just dropped a huge chunk of chocolate.
if you're familiar with the Big Cat, it's like a stick, like a candy bar,
Yeah.
and it's thick, and it's in like 4 like Kit Kat squares, but it's a straight line.
Yeah.
So that means I didn't even eat a full Big Cat Kit Kat, dropped it, and was oblivious.
And you were like, okay.
It was melted
Oh, God.
to the underneath my seat. So not only did I have to get a napkin to pull it out, I then had to get a wet paper towel, use a water bottle that I also found under my seat, never opened, and wet it to clean that area. I had a damn Kit Kat open underneath my passenger seat, melted. That's your boy.
Yeah.
That will tell you that car inside is as clean as it's been in about a year.
Well, that's good.
Wiped everything off. It's clean. Then I went and mowed the grass. I was mowing grass from around 5:30 till about 8. I mean, I stopped coming at dinner.
Dang.
Our backyard's pretty massive. The front yard is tiny. The backyard, it's a pond.
I mean, what are we talking about acreage wise? I mean,
I have no idea.
we have about 3/4 of an acre.
I couldn't tell you what I got. I just know it pies.
Okay.
And the wideness in the backyard's very wide.
Do you milk it because you enjoy it? Just be honest, because I think sometimes
No.
men do.
I do, but not yesterday because I was losing daylight.
Okay.
And by the end, I was pretty much mowing in almost darkness.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was my day yesterday. I found out I had a really gross Kit Kat. It was gross.
My day yesterday was making
It was
dinner
gross.
and then taking my son out to practice driving. And I took him on a main road for the first time.
Christian should teach Jake how to drive in the snow. Just a few lessons with some cones. I think Jake knows how to drive. Listen, Everyone becomes less of a good driver in the snow and ice.
I agree with that. Sometimes you can't. If it's ice, I don't care what 4-wheel drive car you have. Like, it's a moot point.
I do always enjoy the one little sedan that is just flying in the snow covered. You know what I mean? There's always that one little, it's a Honda Civic or like the tiniest sedan.
Ford Fiesta.
And it's doing 85 in the snow covered lane, snow flying everywhere, straight line. Before you know it, he's out of your line of sight. I don't know where you get the balls to do that. I would be a sissy in a car
I know
like
every
that.
time I see it,
But you see it every time.
Yeah.
Especially on the freeway.
Mhm.
That one little sedan that's like, I don't care.
I mean, is he in his car going, wee?
Yeah. He's like, I do not care. What a way to go. You see, the fast lane is a passing lane. No matter if you're doing the speed limit and someone comes up behind you, you are to move to the right. And passing around the right causes accidents. And I agree. If you can't do the speed limit, stay in the middle lane. Yeah. A lot of people with some
Strong feelings.
yeah,
about what
strong
you should be
feelings
doing this
about
morning.
this is interesting. Most trucks are governed at like 68 miles per hour, some 62 to 65. Excuse me, it takes time to pass another truck that's going a few miles per hour slower. Just be patient, people.
What do they mean governed? Like they can't go any faster?
I think
than
they
that?
might be, or that you can't.
Oh. Is that a safety thing?
It might be. I'm not going to pretend to have extensive
No, I mean,
trucker
like,
knowledge.
if you can't speed up, like what if there was a situation where you could only avoid it if you sped up and
I
got
don't
out of the way? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anything.
for sure.
I
I'm
don't
not-
have my CDL, so
Honda passed me up this morning, laughed my ass off. Happy snow day, bake manager dad. There's always one
yeah, I saw one this
that
morning.
just they either get giddy because there's snow,
but it wasn't a
or
sedan.
they don't care if they die.
It was that little hamster car. What's that one? The Kia. Remember the hamsters were like hanging out of it, like in the commercial.
I know what you're talking about.
It was
I
one
don't know the
those.
name of
It's
the car.
real
but I know what you're talking
boxy.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Soul, the Kia Soul.
Is it the Soul? Okay.
Yeah, and it goes by you, and you're like, looks like they're on a donut as well. One
Yeah,
of
they
their
were
tires
doing
is a
that.
donut, and they're just gone.
Don't
You're just like, how are you doing 80 in this
yeah.
and not teleporting somewhere? Like, what is wrong with you? They just go. You'll see it. I guarantee you, if you're on the freeway, you already saw it. You know what I'm talking about. Forecast coming up for Mark Johnson on Q.
Hurry. Car. The texts have come in. Let's read some of them. Grossest thing you found in your car when cleaning it. Text, my socks my teenage son wore to basketball practice.
Oh.
Puking emoji. That wouldn't be that bad.
You'd have to just, yeah, it can be. That's called right in the trash.
I had a pumpkin explode in my car. After weeks of cleaning it, I finally found a small piece tucked up under my driver's seat. It took months to get the smell out. Girls loved. Oh, someone found a used rubber.
Oh.
That is very gross, whether it
That's
was yours or
super
not. Yeah,
gross.
that beats the Kit Kats. We had leftovers from BW3 chicken wings. How long were those in your car?
Mm.
Puking emoji.
Mhm.
Ugh,
Oh,
ooh.
I forgot. We did have a thing of chicken salad from Fisher's like way
Oh.
back. It must have fallen out of the bag in the back of the car and nobody noticed it. And all of a sudden, my car just started smelling so bad. And then finally, my husband was like, could this be it? I mean, it was sealed, so it wasn't like it got all over the
Just
place,
like, I
but
don't know.
it stunk.
Going back to not daughter and maybe driving to Akron, whatever car you get, not daughter, make sure it can handle potholes. I moved to Akron 9 years ago and have had to replace my tires and shocks 3 times already. Well, and there's that Akron freeway project that will never end. An old fast food bag I threw in the back that had half a sandwich in for a couple months.
Mm.
I was wondering why my car stank, and an old milk jug that I drank, and I'd never let my car get dirty, but I just forgot it. Yeah, that'll do it. That would do it. I found pickle slices from a dropped Chick-fil-A sandwich months later in my car. Ugh. Ugh. Blue Steel guy checking in when I was in college. I let a roommate borrow my car. A week later, I was cleaning it, found a used condom under the passenger seat.
So nasty.
Why would you throw it on the bottom of the... It's not even your car.
Well, not only that, when you get done, you're like, ugh. just let it like.
That was
Yeah.
fun. Touchdown. Like,
What are you doing?
you spiking the football? What are you doing? Christ.
That's super nasty.
Not even your car. Grossest thing found in my car, container of fishing bait weeks after fishing.
That'd be gross.
It got pushed under the seat. We could smell something nasty. We could not figure out where it was coming from. Whew.
Text message. Couldn't figure out where the smell was coming from. Turns out my husband left a container of leftover spaghetti from lunch in the trunk. Rotten ground beef is raunchy.
Yeah.
Crying, laughing emoji. My friend, when hooking up with a guy, that guy found a condom from another hookup that was not with him.
Oh.
Oh.
And Sean Paul, Cheap Thrills, right here on today's Hit Music Q92 text messages. That is what governed do. Not able to go faster than the allowance to keep the trucker, the load, and other drivers safe. Speedy, heavy trucks up would make them harder to stop like a train.
Gotcha. It makes sense. It does.
It does. They say insurance reasons for being governed at certain speeds, or if it is a leased truck, it could be in your lease of how fast it is governed. This is what windshield wiper looks like on the passenger side of the truck. Just an FYI.
Yeah. Where are you at? The roads don't look awesome. I mean, you can see some pavement there, but
Yeah, I went to Tinkle, looked outside. It is coming down pretty nice here at the radio station
Yeah.
right now.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say it's not pretty.
oh, it's gorgeous. But
Gorgeous,
I
but-
got to get back in my car and travel
Yeah,
in it
it's that
again.
whole me driving back to Middle Ridge here.
I already
in a
had
few hours.
a
It's gonna be fun.
37-minute commute this morning.
Yeah, my commute's going to be longer too.
Yeah.
Because I stay off 76 when it's like this.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I have my mindset. I've explained it to you. I'd rather take like there's Mahoning Avenue I can take all the way back into Austintown from off of 225. And my thing is I'd rather go off the road into a driveway or someone's yard or a field than on 76 or 77 and then get hit into by like a semi or I
agree. Listen, I came in this morning and I'm pretty sure on Nimichelle and Church, there were no tire tracks. I couldn't see the edge of the road. I couldn't see the center line. There were no tire tracks of people who had gone before me. Like I was literally over the fresh snow. But I would rather do that than go down like State where it's like slushy and gross. To me, I think it's more slick. I'd rather go in like the freshly fallen snow. I feel like I can grip the road better.
I was lucky in the fact that it had just started when I was driving into work today. So roads weren't even really covered yet. It was snowing, but it just started and I left early too because I didn't know.
I did too. I tried to get out the door maybe 7 minutes earlier than I normally do.
Way different now. Way different now. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, we are going to tell you the first Your Included contest of 2025. It's time to reveal it. Coming up, it's Jack Harlow. It's Love It On Me. It's Q.
Well, what they owe me after one date. You know what I mean?
Okay, I know, but you're the one doing the ghosting. They're not. I'm talking about their position.
I've been ghosted. Oh, I've been ghosted. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've never been ghosted.
Was there any of those times that ever stung a little?
Well, I think ego, it's always going to be a little, oh, damn. Yeah.
Like you thought everything was hunky-dory, and she's like,
well, or at least I thought it went better than that.
Crickets.
But then I'm good for, I'll give you 2. Back in my dating days, I'd give you 2. If 2 came back and no response, I usually go, oh, okay.
Got the message.
I'm not going to be that guy. Got it.
Yeah.
That sucks. See you later.
Aw, Connie on Facebook said she was ghosted waiting on a date that never showed up at all. That's terrible.
Oh.
At least have the guts to be like, I changed my mind. You don't make that person sit there. I'm following this lady on TikTok. She's in her 40s and she's never dated.
Oh.
And I feel her pain. I'm not that I've ever been in that position, but I feel so bad for her. And that happened to her. She ended up waiting at a Dunkin' to meet this guy. And she recorded the whole thing. I was like, this is heartbreaking.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, listen, I think it happens to everybody a little bit. I'm just not against ghosting. Maybe that's just me. Jake, you hate ghosting?
I don't hate it, no.
Like if someone ghosts you even and you're like, I mean, it sucks, but you're like, okay.
I can't speak today. I'm with you. I think it's better just to not have contact and just be like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think you figured it out pretty quick.
It's interesting you guys are guys and you think that way. And I'm a woman and I think the exact opposite.
But I'm not coming from, I've been ghosted. I'm not coming from a point of I only ghost women. I've been ghosted. Have you been ghosted, Jake?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't dated. I don't date casually. I've only had a handful.
You went through a stint.
Yeah, you went through the whole McDonald's staff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that was I don't know.
The one girl lied about leaving the country.
Yeah, but I dated that girl for almost a year.
That's not ghosting.
She decided to switch teams altogether, didn't she?
No, that was a different one.
Oh, that was a different one. Okay.
I don't even know what you call that. That's not ghosting. I don't know. Is that Carmen Sandiegoing? Next, she was in Canada, and she never went.
Where in the world is my girlfriend?
Canada. Oh, she's back and with my best friend.
Oh.
I've got some news for you.
WDJQ, Canton, Massillon, New Philly. Broadcasting live and worldwide at Q92radio.com with a Jordan Miller news update.
Sardis bus operators, mechanics, and service staff have a new 3-year contract with a $750 signing bonus, but no immediate pay raises. The Stark Area Regional Transit Authorities Board unanimously approved the deal Wednesday after union members ratified it. Negotiations on pay increases and other issues will reopen in August of this year. Sardis CEO Kurt Conrad cited budget challenges, including declining sales tax revenue for the pay freeze. The agreement covers 160 union members and is retroactive to January 1st. A Stark County school bus carrying 48 students was rear-ended Wednesday afternoon on Market Avenue in Lake Township. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says the crash happened just before 4 p.m. as the bus was unloading students. Officials say a 2007 Chevy Equinox operated by 36-year-old Joshua Miller of Massillon failed to stop in time. 3 students suffered minor injuries but didn't need any hospital care. Preliminary reports show there were no signs of alcohol or drug use. Authorities are investigating distracted driving or mechanical failure as a possible cause to the accident. The FDA has banned Red 3, which is a dye used in some candies and snack cakes from the U.S. food supply. The decision comes nearly 35 years after it was barred from cosmetics over cancer risk. The move follows a 2022 petition from food safety advocates and cites studies showing the dye caused cancer in lab rats. Food manufacturers must remove Red 3 by January of 2027, with drug makers following by 2028. While praised by health advocates, the ban could face legal challenges as evidence shows the dye doesn't cause cancer in humans. With your latest Q92 news, I'm Jordan Miller.
.806 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian here with you. Glad you are with us this morning. Hopefully you're being safe out there. 330-450-9292, the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Thank you for having us on the radio. Thank you for streaming us at Q92radio.com. And if you're watching on Q92's Facebook, or YouTube channel. Thank you for having us on. The live video brought to you this hour by our friends at Kimball Companies. They're hiring. Visit kimballcompanies.com/careers today to apply. Hello, how we doing out there? Again, winter weather advisory. A lot of schools canceled. Not all, but a lot of them are. And just be careful out there. Heading to work, heading to school. Appreciate you. Text message. I tell you, radio tower right now, that would be a challenge, someone said. Yeah.
We don't do that, though.
No, we make a ton of money to do that.
Yep.
A ton of money. People saying pictures of the roads right now on the text line, they don't look great.
That's awesome.
Accident after the Lisbon exit southbound. Roads are bad. Be careful, people. Get accident after the Lisbon exit south. Roads are bad. Be careful. 77 North. Someone sent a picture. 77 North looks not bad for what's going on.
Oh, yeah. I'll take that all day.
Exit 109B. So that's a good. All right. The road crews are out. They can't beat every road at once. There's a lot, so let them do their thing. Get out of their way. Let them salt. Let them plow. All right, time for a brand new contest. You're included, so we do them all the time. We love them. We love the You're Included.
Yeah, and this is our first one of 2025.
Isn't that crazy?
I know.
That is crazy. First one, but it's a new year, so we got a whole new batch of these coming up for you, and looking forward to it. And we got our first one of the year. About to tell you what it is right now. Lauren, what is it that Q92 is hooking people up with here?
All
Giving
right.
you a chance to win.
For all you wrestling fans, that's right. We've got a pair of seats to WWE Monday Night Raw in Cleveland at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on February 3rd. Two of you guys are going to be sitting on the floor for WWE Monday Night Raw.
Floor seats. Floor seats. You'll be live on Netflix across the globe.
That's right.
Not just in this country. Across the globe.
That's right.
Bring a sign, maybe get on TV or get on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
This used to be one of these songs. They've had many songs that were like the opening of their show, and this was one of them.
I was going to ask you, actually, after we announced it. So for stories, I could put a relevant song behind it.
I mean, I'm trying to think what theirs is now. I don't even know if it's that someone's song. I'd have to go back and listen, but they've had this. They've had Shine Down Enemies was one of their songs that they would open their show with. But for a while, I thought this was one of my favorites. And I always liked this song. And I like Nickelback. But this was one of their openings for their Raw. It was cool. Come on now. The Star Wrestling is as hot as it's ever been right now. It's insane. The money they're making, the places they're selling out. Monday Night Raw, CM Punk, main event Jey Uso, Seth frickin' Rollins, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. They're all going to be there in Cleveland. You could be there for the first Raw in Cleveland on Netflix. Floor seats. Not putting you up high. Not putting you up in the rafters.
Yeah.
We're putting you down with floor seats. Let's go. This contest officially underway right now. The first cue to call. Oh, Travis Scott, someone said, has the new Raw theme. Travis Scott. They get major artists to do their open.
That makes sense, like the NFL.
So right now it's Travis Scott. Very, very cool there.
I
Makes
know
sense. They brought
wrestling's
him
huge. You know what? I shouldn't throw stones. I've never been. So
Love it.
I
I've
can't.
loved it since I was
I
a
just
kid.
have never gotten into it, but I feel like I could because I told you back in the day, back in the late 80s, if you will, early 90s, I was a fan of Glow.
Yeah, you were. Jake, did you ever have an affinity for wrestling?
No, I don't think I've ever really seen it. The most I know about wrestling is that interview that we did, Lauren and I, with that Mexican wrestler.
Oh, with the lucha. That was lucha wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Have you ever heard of any of the people's names I just said, or were you not paying attention?
No, I've never heard of him.
I've definitely heard of it. Like, I have nephews who absolutely love
I love
WWE.
It's a great time, great event.
So, like, I'm familiar. I just don't watch it.
Travis Scott 4x4 is the name of the
Oh,
Raw.
thank you. I'll put that behind our story
So
here.
make
in
sure you
a
put
second.
Travis Scott 4x4. That's the opening song for Raw now on Netflix. How cool is that? So now all you got to do, we're going to get two finalists while we're here this morning. We're going to get one with the cue to call this hour. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. And one of you that goes over to the live video feed, clicks the like button, and puts the snowflake in the comment section. Around 10, we're going to get you and make one of you a finalist as well. We got two chances with us That cuticle is going to fire this hour. I don't know. I would keep listening. I would keep streaming. I would keep watching.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Stone Cold was the best. We all have our favorite wrestlers of all time. Mine might be Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. CM Punk a close second.
I'm trying. My sister got into wrestling for a hot minute, like back around that same time frame. I want to say she like Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Brutus the Beefcake.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Whatever.
He had the shears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I remember all of those from when she got into it for a hot second.
Great time. Great time had by all. That's the new contest. All the details are on our social media as well. It's Jose or Too Sweet on Q92.
I have an observation this morning.
Yeah.
You are a little peppy, and last night was your first night.
Yeah, went terrible.
Okay.
2 hours of sleep.
Why?
Couldn't sleep.
Can you take like a sleeping pill or something?
Couldn't figure out. It was working. Then I don't think it was working, but I didn't know if it wasn't working. I didn't want to break anything, so I was just sitting there. And then I finally was just hitting buttons randomly like a kid who's never played a video game before. And it kicked on a little bit more or turned up. I don't know. I don't even know what I did. And then I finally fell asleep probably around 2:15, 2:30. Got to get up at 4.
So maybe we
Literally
fiddle.
had the mask on before 11 o'clock.
Well, maybe we fiddle with the mask tonight when you get home from work.
Tossed, turned, gagged, coughed.
Is it a full mask?
They wouldn't give me the nose one. Mine's too severe. When I went in there and they were talking about, I saw the options. They're like, so which one do you like? And I was like, the one with just the nose looks pretty good. And I knew because Leia's like, everyone says that. But see, and then she like pointed to like my sleep report.
Like, listen.
She's like, but see, she's like, we want to get your incidence down to, 5 per sleep cycle. You know what mine was at my sleep study?
God.
68.
Okay, and you're complaining about how uncomfortable the mask is?
Yes. Yes.
Christian, you could like...
Only once. I wore it. Didn't take it off once. Now, I will say, I was a little bitch. Because Jamie fell asleep. I was tossing and turning. I did punch the bed a few times. I took off my socks and threw them as hard as I could across the room out of anger. Didn't wake anybody, but I was very much being a little brat, borderline bitch, because I was so uncomfortable and I knew I couldn't take it off. And I'm just like, this is my life now. This is not just today.
Okay, but
this is my
hold
life.
on a second. You will warm up to it. You will.
So I didn't fall asleep till after literally 2 a.m. I wake up at 4.
I know.
So although I may seem peppy,
You do seem peppy.
I'm actually annoyed. Not at anyone, just at life.
The Celsius really does it for you.
Well, it is a tropical vibe.
It is.
So, and like, I'm tired. I can't nap. I got to pick up the kid. Then I got a basketball game to call on the radio tonight. And then I got to try this again tonight. It's like, I don't know. But I'm going on 2 hours of sleep. That tells you how good it goes.
Well, I'm sorry about
When they
that.
said it, and even the lady said when we went through it at the place, she was like, it is going to take getting used to. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It really, really is.
Well, I think you should try and fiddle with it.
So, no. Did I get
Early
a great,
today.
amazing? No, I did not.
You'll get there.
No, I did not. It's not as conforming as a mask as I thought, but it's still.
So
like,
it's not quite like
it has like
Top
it
Gun-ish.
It doesn't go over.
Oh, okay, good.
Like
Yeah.
It's good radio. It's like it does this to. The
You guys
nose.
are watching though. It's great video.
It doesn't like cover the nose per se. It's like right
below
but
the
then
nose.
it does this.
I see.
And
Now, will the machine tell you the next day, like how many events you had and how much it had to help you?
what's that? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, no, will the machine tell you the next day, like how many events you had or how many times it had to assist?
Somewhere on the machine, yeah.
Oh, but let's figure out how to use it first.
Somewhere on the machine it does. There's an app too I didn't download yet where I could have looked and seen all my stuff. I didn't download it yet. Though. So it is just, to me, it is just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was, I don't even think I was using it correctly. At one point, I don't even think it was working. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have nothing to base it on. The middle of the night. So
You need to read some of these text messages.
what it is.
Jamie texted me. Jamie did not sleep through that and was almost a little bitch from being so frustrated with you that I almost went to the couch to sleep because you kept me up all through the night with your F-bombs and your temper tantrums.
See, don't be that kind of bitch that you're keeping the whole house up.
I wasn't trying.
But you weren't being courteous or
Dude,
thinking about
it
them.
was
You were
so-
only thinking about yourself.
It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that forever. No idea how. Maybe I'll go
I know-
tonight, and maybe it'll be 100 times better.
I'm just telling you, I know that at some point you will get used to it. It won't be a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Get ready for more snow. 1 to 3 inches of the white stuff today. Roads are going to be slick and slow at times. A winter weather advisory today through tonight, a high of 29 degrees. Overnight, more scattered light snow with a low in the lower 20s. I am Mark J. Weather. Stay safe.
Love it. Text message random. Christian, any way we can call Keller and ask if he's seen Bigfoot out there camping? I don't think he's there yet.
Well, and he's not camping. I mean, he's in the woods, yes, but they're in a great big old cabin, like huge.
They're doing it big. They're going to be drinking, grilling,
Yeah.
tickling, all kinds of funny stuff.
Christian, they're not going to be tickling each other.
We don't know they're not.
That's weird.
Tickling is a
It's not on the table.
No, we don't know that it's
Maybe he and his wife.
I can see him tickling his friends.
Yeah, I can see him tickling.
Well, it's Keller, so that, yeah.
I can see yeah, who's got you? Ooh, you know what I mean? Up behind you.
So he would do that, actually.
Yes, I'm telling you, he's a tickler.
He is.
He's a tickler.
I've seen him do it now that you say that.
I'm not a big tickler. I'm not big into tickling people or being tickled.
Oh, my gosh.
I find tickling very odd.
Yeah.
And it's just strange how it goes from funny to uncomfortable so quick. It's just such a quick flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
There was a Dane Cook's.
Yeah.
Dane Cook's clip on that.
It does get aggressive fast.
I know people get annoyed by Dane Cook, and but he had that bit about tickling. It was very funny, and he was 100% right. What do you say? He goes, starts out fun, ends horrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. No, I think anytime I was tickled, like it was like, ha, they're all right.
Yeah. It's true.
I don't know. Jake, you like being tickled?
No, I do not.
Can't say I blame you. Can't say I blame you. Lauren, tickled?
I don't love it. I don't know the last time I was tickled, though.
Nice to see Monday Night Raw, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on February 3rd. Floor seats, might I add. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Liv Morgan, so much more. We give this away on January 30th. That's a Thursday. You got 2 weeks to become a finalist, but your first chance is going to be with us. That cue to call coming up. Jordan Miller from Jordan Miller News coming up this hour as well. Sports in about 7 minutes. So I saw, you remember the Drake Kendrick Lamar feud?
Yeah.
Became very popular, especially among the youngins.
Yep.
So into it. Diss tracks back and forth. But I would say, if I had to give an opinion, I believe Kendrick won that.
Okay.
Especially with that Not Like Us song that became like a smash.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Give it an absolute smash. And I saw Drake suing the record label of Kendrick Lamar's for slander.
What, for Not Like Us? Because it's a diss track to him?
And at first, I was like, dude, that's a bitch move.
Kind of.
Like, you guys got into a rap battle. That's like the history of hip hop.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
You're like, that's not fair. I'm
like,
suing you.
You could go back to like NWA and Ice Cube and Dre.
Yeah, it's been going on forever.
To Biggie and Pac, to Eminem and Ja Rule. We could go back and name feud. Nas and Jay-Z. There was some historic rap battles where they ripped on each other and attacked each other. And everyone just kind of released their records, their diss songs, and then that's what it was. It was up to people to decide. You could even say MGK and Eminem if you want to decide who won. But he did file a lawsuit against Universal Music Group. He is saying that the allegation that the music giant, quote, this is from Billboard.com, claiming the label boosted a false, malicious narrative that the star rapper was a pedophile and put his life in danger. That was the only part I went, well,
I could get on board with that. I mean, if you're painting someone as a pedophile and they are not a pedophile.
Kendrick definitely in the song insinuates that Drake enjoys younger people, to put it mildly. I mean, it was one line, but it's a very big line in the song. Everyone sings at his concerts. It's huge. So at first I was like, Drake, you're being a baby. But then that part, I was like, well.
You heard just a couple of weeks ago, he was upset and he was calling out celebrities because of his fighting Irish freestyle.
Calling out LeBron. Drake was trying to out LeBron James.
Yes. It wasn't just him. It was DeMar DeRozan or whatever.
DeRozan, yeah.
There was someone else, and I'm trying to find who it was. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't think he should be called a pedophile. I get it. You get it on a technicality there. But other than that, I feel like, I'm going to say it, and it's not going to be a popular opinion. You're probably going to be like, oh, Lord. I think he's a baby a little bit. If you can't take it, then don't do it.
it's not very common that in a rap battle, one of the rappers sues the record label of the other for it.
Right.
But the only thing that made me go was the pedophile part.
I told you, I'm on board with that.
Like, yeah, that's not about you suck as a rapper. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm conflicted. I do think it's a bitch move.
They say all kinds of things, though, in rap battles. You hear horrible things stated about the other person. They still don't sue.
In a hip-hop rap battle, I don't think you should necessarily sue. I think you should either write another one and go back at them, or take your win or take your L and move on.
Yeah.
I feel like that's, like I said, I don't remember Ice Cube suing NWA or Eazy-E. I don't remember Biggie suing Tupac. I don't remember Ja Rule suing Eminem. I don't remember MGK suing Eminem or Eminem suing MGK. As I think about, I don't remember Nas suing Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
I just find I find it funny. I do. You're this rap mogul, and this is what you have going on in life currently.
It is.
This is what you're focusing on.
I think Kendrick hurt Drake's street cred. I think Kendrick won that. I think he won it kind of big. And I think it was kind of the first kind of.
I would agree with you, and he knows it, and that's why he's like flailing around, like, I'm going to sue him. I don't know.
Someone said, I think Drake is also represented by Universal as well. I think that's his label too. And it's a bitch move.
Yeah. I know. I think you're right. I think he is UMG.
So he's suing his own record label.
Seems like it. Tony on Facebook said, everyone's so sue happy anymore. It's true.
Well,
so easy to do.
No, it's very easy.
Look at the city of Cleveland. They're suing.
Yeah, Browns are getting sued right now.
With the Art Modell law, but I don't know that it's going to apply in this situation. I think it's going to get thrown out, but whatever. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
First off, he has no street cred. He was a Disney kid, no street credit, and his name is Aubrey. Damn, the text line's coming for Drake.
Oh, that's funny.
So I don't know. I'm curious. You guys listen. Like, what do you think? Do you think?
Listen to your voice right now. Like,
Mine?
I don't know. Yeah, you sound like a different person.
I'm losing it as the show goes on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a good sign.
No, you just need to like stop talking after the show.
Not a good sign.
I need one more day out of you, and then you have the whole weekend.
You might want to prepare yourself for tomorrow.
Oh, great. Oh, this is shots fired.
What am I supposed to do? I'm going to get yelled at for being here with this voice. You know I'm going to get yelled at.
Yeah, but losing your voice is not the same as being sick.
Yeah, but if I lose it, what's the point of me being here?
Moral support.
I'll just sit here. Hi.
Yeah.
You just don't want to hit the button.
I really don't.
I don't blame you.
I mean, I hate it.
I don't blame you. What do you guys think of this? Drake suing over Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. Is it a bitch move?
Do we have a baby crying?
What?
A button.
I do not have a baby crying. I wish I
should.
did. I wish I did. That'd be fun if I did.
I think you should. I think you should work
Should
on
get
that.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to load buttons, right?
Yeah, I just gotta get cart numbers that are available, so I don't
It
overwrite
takes 2
something.
seconds.
If you're right, hopefully don't overwrite something that someone else put in.
Well,
I've
that's
done
why
that
you
before.
You have to ask Keller.
I have this.
I never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I never seen you
This
shine
is what
so
Drake should be saying to Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Get his street cred back.
Serious. Drake, what are we doing, man? Take a look at sports right here on Q92.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are back in action tonight on the road as they take on the Oklahoma City Thunder in a huge NBA matchup. Tip-off is 7:30 on TNT. The Cavs are 34-5 on the season. The Thunder 33-6. That's an extremely short look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. 3 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you again. Kicked off the brand new contest this hour. Floor seats to see Monday Night Raw at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, Monday, February 3rd. These are floor seats, people. Again, we are not putting you up in the rafters at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
No, you might even get some sweat on you.
Oh, my God. What if Gunter looked at you?
Who?
Gunter.
All right.
He's the champion. He's one of them.
Okay, that's awesome.
What if main event Jey Uso came up to you and yelled, yeet?
Now, you'd lose your mind, right?
You have no idea who any of these people are.
Nope.
What if Rhea Ripley came by
I know Rhea Ripley.
and, like, fist bumped you? These are all things that can
I'd
happen.
be like,
You'd be on the
cool, Rhea
floor.
Ripley. This bumped me.
That was Rhea, right? I have no
Right.
idea.
I think it was.
Liv Morgan could walk right by you. Dirty Dom. Dominic Mysterio could walk by you.
I know Mysterio.
You know his dad, Rey Mysterio.
Yes, I do. I know his father.
Yes, his father. So we have that for you. New contest. Very happy we kicked it off. It's a year included contest. Cue to call comes up later on this hour, and we're going to get a finalist on the stream as well. It's Thursday, 8:35. That could mean one and one thing only, that we are joined yet again, like we are every Thursday morning, by Jordan Miller from Jordan Miller News. You hear his news broadcast every day, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. We let you know what's going on, and he joins us every Thursday to chop it up a little bit. Today is no exception. Good morning, Jordan. How are the roads down at your way?
They must be bad. I know my wife's school, Minerva, they closed, and kind of a surprise to me because they were open yesterday, but they closed this morning. So she's at home and sitting on the couch where I usually do this hit at. So I got bumped to
bumped
to
The
the
kitchen.
bumped to the kitchen.
How about that? Isn't that how it works out? Go over there, Jordan. Do it over there. I'm watching my morning shows.
Yeah.
You a wrestling fan at all, Jordan?
I used to be when I was younger. I've got a little
Uh-huh.
brother now that he watches wrestling.
Nice.
If it's on, he loves it. But I grew up in that era where it was Hulk Hogan was coming right at the end of it, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen him multiple times in person. Rey Mysterio, Triple H, Undertaker, Big Show, and that was when I really enjoyed wrestling. Now it's I don't think it's as good as it used to be personally. That's just me though.
Well, you're talking about the Attitude Era, and you're going to talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
That pretty much might have been the golden era where it would never will to ever get as popular as it was then.
Yes,
Because everything that all the people you mentioned, it was pop culture then. You know what I mean? Like, you knew, even if you didn't watch, you knew all those names you just said.
Same, yeah. I knew all those names.
Yeah, everyone you said, like Lauren, who doesn't
And I
watch,
don't.
she knows every name you just said.
Yeah.
And they were all stars. They were all bigger than life. Some of them have become movie stars now.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Glow?
Jesus,
No.
here we go.
I have not watched Glow.
That's
I
the right
don't even
answer,
know what
Jordan.
that is. I mean,
It stands for Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. And it was like these ladies that would come out and they would be in these like period type dresses, like with parasols and all that kind of stuff. And then they would just go nuts on each other, just beating the crap out of each other.
You didn't miss anything. That's the right. That was the right answer, by the way, Jordan. The right answer was no.
He gets mad at me because I always bring it up. I'm like, but what about Glow? 'Cause it's like WWE glows down here.
Yeah, it's like the Dollar General version. Yeah, exactly what it is, man. There's so much to talk to you about today, Jordan. Man, this TikTok ban's coming up. I know you've been talking about it. You've been mentioning. A lot of people have been conversing with you about it, and I think a lot of people are still sitting around. I might be one of them, going, "Is it really going to happen?"
Yeah, no, I'm
Really
right
gonna
there
happen.
with you. I'm right there with you. I'll be honest. I'll be pretty upset if TikTok is gone. I used to make a lot of content on TikTok, and I would profit pretty well off of it. And now I don't post nearly as much, but I'll get on there and I'll watch stuff. And every now and then I do post a video that goes viral. And then before I know it, I got TikTok sending money to my PayPal account.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's been nice. But TikTok is more than just what the politicians are saying it is. I mean, there's thousands of people that run small businesses through TikTok. And I just keep thinking, what if we went to one community, one small community, and we decided we're just going to shut down the doors to all of these businesses? People would be up in arms. And that's exactly what's happening, in my opinion, with shutting down TikTok.
I think first of all, it could happen. I don't think it'll get that far. I heard rumors that it's possible an executive order would postpone it for 60 to 90 days because they do have interested buyers to allow more time.
And they do.
They do. I think the biggest part for me is, and this is going to be me being a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, I think the biggest reason politicians don't like TikTok is because there are certain things that happen. And for me, what opened my eyes to it was we had all these drones that were, I didn't see that in the mainstream media. I wasn't seeing video of this when I would turn on, Fox News or CNN or MSNBC, but I was seeing literal footage of it on TikTok. And I feel like it's a gateway, like an open door to be able to get an experience and see what is happening elsewhere where you may never even have known that it happened otherwise, if that makes sense.
And that's true. And I think that's why a lot of Americans are upset about it, because we've all learned a lot more than watching the news, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a news reporter that tells the news every day, but we've learned a lot of things that we otherwise wouldn't have known had it not been from TikTok. And that's not just news items. I mean, let's talk about recipes and life hacks.
Yep.
People have become part of these communities through certain channels of TikTok, and honestly, it's been great. It's not, in my opinion, it's not as dangerous as the politicians have tried to make it seem. There's a lot more things that are dangerous out there that we're not trying to get a handle on. But TikTok and social media, that seems to be at the forefront of politicians because they can't control what's going on TikTok, and people are a lot smarter. I think that's what they're figuring out. People are a lot smarter than they thought that they were.
You bring up a good point too, because it's literally not just about the news. It's about life hacks and all that kind of things. I literally self-diagnosed myself mid-2024 on TikTok with skin cancer.
Yeah.
Like I would not have gone to the dermatologist had I not seen what I saw on TikTok.
Wow.
Now, I know that that's just like a one-off, like anomaly, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I got it taken care of. But it's all of that. I think people feel more comfortable typing it in a TikTok search, whether it's finding something on your skin that's questionable or experiencing some kind of symptom or having mental health issues or wanting to make that recipe for, when it's time for football on Sundays or whatever the case may be. I do think that it's become kind of like the video Pinterest, if you will.
That's correct. And I've seen things on TikTok that to me were a little bit questionable. Now, not everything on TikTok is true, just like Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
But I would see things that I'm like, is that true? That doesn't seem like it's right. And then I would actually go to Google. I would start doing research, and then I would piece things together. And, I used to have a radio talk show. I would play TikTok clips on a very regular basis, whether I was talking politics, whether I was talking about something that was happening throughout the country. I would play those TikTok clips and I would strike up conversations from that. And I think that was the best part and is the best part about TikTok, is being able to have those conversations.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's opened a lot of doors for
What are we going to do when we go to the bathroom now?
I know. Well, I mean, thank God other places have done Reels. So at least we've got Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, but
I don't think it's going away forever.
It's so low quality compared.
It is.
It is.
It is. Again, I'm still of the opinion. I don't know that it's going to truly happen. I think there's going to be a stay of execution, and I think you're right. There's many people that are seriously. The guy from Shark Tank in particular,
Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary.
People are really interested in trying to get investors, trying to get money together to buy this. So I personally would be a little surprised. I'm skeptical it'll truly be shut down, but I've been wrong a bunch of times.
I think it could come down to something politically, like presidential wise. I mean, we have a change of power in the office on Monday. Trump has made his position very clear on TikTok and has kind of changed that rhetoric after really talking to people and figuring out that this is something that is not necessary. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. I
think he got a lot of votes through TikTok.
Oh, I think he realized the power.
And it changed his mind. You're right.
Exactly. I'll tell you, had he lost, than a lot of people on the right side of the aisle, in my opinion, would have been like, oh, TikTok is evil. We can't have TikTok. But it did help him, I believe, benefit and win this past election. So he says that he's going to take a really hard look on it. TikTok has a soft spot in his heart. I hope he is able to do something. But the thing is, this ban is supposed to go in effect on Sunday.
Correct. So you might be without it for 24 hours. Well, how does that work, transition of power wise? I don't know. I'm asking from a very naive standpoint. Like, like Biden gave his exit last night, his speech and everything. Like, when does it okay, you, sir, are not allowed to put in any more executive orders, but you, sir, you've got the green light. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that works.
Yeah. I always thought the inauguration was like the official start of the presidency, but there's been some things that I've seen, happening during these last couple of weeks of Biden's presidency that I believe are direct results of Biden and Trump collaborating and coming to agreements and solutions. And yes, it'll go down as happening during President Biden's presidency, but I believe that President-elect Trump had a lot to do with some of the things getting to where they are.
Yeah, I was trying to find how. I agree. I don't know how quickly he can use them. I don't know what that looks like. I'm gonna have to do some research on that because I am curious too. Like, is it like a relay race where they're like, "Here's the baton," and literally that's as simple as that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question. When literally does the power switch hands?
Yeah,
literally.
This is why we all get paid to talk on the radio every morning, and we are not historians.
Yeah,
that's right.
We don't have college degrees in politics.
Last thing though, before we let you go, Jordan, on more litigation, your thoughts on the Browns getting sued? Are they really, can they stop them? Can they really stop?
So
they're not leaving Cleveland.
And my buddy and I had that conversation the other day. Could you imagine if social media was around?
Oh my God! Oh my God! No, I can't.
Took the team. I mean, it's still the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, they're moving 15 to 20 minutes down the road. It's going to suck for the game day experience initially. But yesterday it came out that these lawsuits are being dropped. And I believe the Attorney General, Dave Yost, he's requesting that courts not go through, that state courts don't go through. And I believe it was either the city of Cleveland had asked for to just pull it from federal court.
I think this is, I mentioned this earlier when we talked about it. I think this is like a moot point. I feel like the original lawsuit was filed under the Art Modell law because of the whole grabbing the Browns, taking them to Baltimore. But that law was supposed to make it harder for professional sports teams to leave taxpayer-supported facilities. Where the Browns are moving, they're not moving out of town, and they're not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not changing anything other than location. So I think they were trying to lean on this law, although weak, and we're kind of seeing that it was indeed weak, with all of this saying, hey, I don't know that this is going to make it to where you're thinking it's going to.
Yeah. So I'm looking, I did some quick research. So WKYC, they posted an article, says Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost and the city of Cleveland file motions to dismiss Brown's legal attempts to overturn Modell law. So I misspoke on what I was saying, but I knew that there was some kind of motion that had been filed. There's a lawsuit for everything now, which I think we learned that during the 2020 era. If you don't like something, well, there could be some lawsuit that could throw a roadblock in there. But truthfully, I think it just delays the process. But at the end of the day, the Browns are going to get their way. And by 2029, they'll be in Brook Park.
I have a tendency to agree with you. I hate seeing this, though, because I feel like cities and NFL teams need to work together to make it truly great for what it can be for the city. And I feel like this fight isn't good for that relationship.
Yeah. Well, in a question that my friend Devin asked me last week, he's not even a Browns fan, but he texted me. He said, does this mean that Ohio could host the national championship for college football after this dome is built, because that's why they're doing it in Atlanta, right? They're doing it because there's a dome there. I said, yeah, there's a very good possibility that the national championship could be in Cleveland, Ohio, if we were to have a dome.
That's what so many cities are trying to do. They want more than just that sport. They want everything. And that's what cities have done. Chicago's in a very similar thing. They have land in Arlington Heights. They want to move the Bears possibly out of Lakeshore Drive and put them in Arlington Heights. And there's a big fight over whether that's going to happen. And they want to build like the Vikings have, that kind of like glass dome, because same thing, Jordan. They want college football playoff games there. They want to go for a Super Bowl. Like you need a facility that can host that and can sustain that. And unfortunately, Soldier Field in February might not be the most ideal place for a Super Bowl or for a national championship for college football or for any huge event. I mean, look at Jerry's World in Dallas. He gets everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's like Taylor Swift has been to Cleveland, right? In 2018, I believe she was there.
Yeah, reputation.
We could get her in a January or February if she was having another tour. She could come to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she could be in that big, and then Brook Park and that huge facility, that amazing facility. You're right. So it goes even beyond just NFL football.
Oh yeah,
it really does, really does. Jordan, always fun talking with you. A good conversation as always. We appreciate the news every day. We look forward to talking to you next week, buddy.
All right, we'll see you then.
Thanks, Jordan. Stay safe.
Jordan Miller News joins us every week. Always a great conversation, and we'll talk to him again next week. And of course, you can catch his news every day,
every single
Monday
day
through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. He gets you to work, he gets you to school, gets you home from third shift, and you get to hear the latest headlines from around the area. Yep. So that is awesome. And you know what else is awesome? As I try to buy myself some time.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
There's lag.
And drum roll, Jake, drum roll.
There's lag. There's a lot of lag. I think the lag's over.
Who is this? Call Q92 now to win floor seats to WWE Monday Night Raw.
Finalist number 1. It's time to get you. 330-450-9292. If you're caller number 10, guess what? You're going to be in the running for a chance to win floor seats to go see Monday Night Raw at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on Monday, February 3rd. It gets no better than that. What a great time you will have. Floor seats for Monday Night Raw in Cleveland. Become a finalist right now. Call number 10 at 330-450-9292.
Hey, folks.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Get ready for more snow. 1 to 3 inches of the white stuff today. Roads are going to be slick and slow at times. A winter weather advisory today through tonight, a high of 29 degrees. Overnight, more scattered light snow with a low in the lower 20s. I am Mark J. Weather. Stay safe.
Hello, anesthesian, something like that here.
Esthetician.
There you
maybe?
go. When I do Brazilian waxes, I can tell who's a stander. That's why when I wax the back end, I have you spread those cheeks.
What?
I am dying of laughter. It reminds me of the Adam Sandler movie, Big Daddy or something, little boy. I wipe my own ass. That was Big Daddy. Oh, that's when they took him away. Oh.
He was so cute, that little boy.
What do people do that can't reach around themselves? Get the power washer out? They should make a power washer for butts.
That's called a bidet.
No, I mean a real power washer. Like where you almost go flying. I am a lady. Sit to wipe with TP and then wet wipe for the final swipe. I'm thinking most of the women just stand because they're jealous. Men stand when we pee. It is a nice little thing. We have little hoses.
You guys are really quick.
Yeah. Okay, wait, Jake. Where are the nuts when you wipe your butt? This is bizarre.
In my hand, up to my middle knuckle.
Up to your middle knuckle?
Like my fingers just up.
I'm glad you sit, but I don't know that I can go with you on down this road, my friend. We might have to part ways. The cupping.
These are the weirdos you have on your team.
Just like hunk. I don't
understand not doing that.
Who taught you this?
Myself. Actually, no, I think my mom might have when I was very little. I don't know, though.
Told you to cup?
I feel like I used to stand all the time, but I also stood weird. I would stand and plant my left foot on the ground, my right foot on the toilet seat, and then I would go behind when I stood. But now,
that's called the Shakespeare. Yeah.
That's how I used to stand.
Or the Captain Morgan.
And then I just realized it's easier to.
Yeah, that one's just, I don't know, man. I don't know about the
I
cup.
still am like,
And I have yet to have anyone text in, and the text line has exploded.
you used to put a foot on the toilet seat?
Yeah, when I stood, I would face the toilet seat.
I get it. I get it.
Okay.
I don't know. No one else has said anything about they cup the coin purse
Yeah.
when wiping. You know what I mean? I haven't, nothing about that. But, text line can still come in.
I've got some news for you.
WDJQ Canton Maslin, New Philly. Broadcasting live and worldwide at Q92Radio.com with a Jordan Miller news update.
Sardis bus operators, mechanics, and service staff have a new 3-year contract with a $750 signing bonus, but no immediate pay raises. The Stark Area Regional Transit Authorities Board unanimously approved the deal Wednesday after union members ratified it. Negotiations on pay increases and other issues will reopen in August of this year. Sardis CEO Kurt Conrad cited budget challenges, including declining sales tax revenue for the pay freeze. The agreement covers 160 union members and is retroactive to January 1st. A Stark County school bus carrying 48 students was rear-ended Wednesday afternoon on Market Avenue in Lake Township. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says the crash happened just before 4 p.m. as the bus was unloading students. Officials say a 2007 Chevy Equinox operated by 36-year-old Joshua Miller of Maslin failed to stop in time. 3 students suffered minor injuries but didn't need any hospital care. Preliminary reports show there were no signs of alcohol or drug use. Authorities are investigating distracted driving or mechanical failure as a possible cause to the accident. The FDA has banned Red 3, which is a dye used in some candies and snack cakes from the U.S. food supply. The decision comes nearly 35 years after it was barred from cosmetics over cancer risk. The move follows a 2022 petition from food safety advocates and cites studies showing the dye caused cancer in lab rats. Food manufacturers must remove Red 3 by January of 2027, with drug makers following by 2028. While praised by health advocates, the ban could face legal challenges as evidence shows the dye doesn't cause cancer in humans. With your latest Q92 news, I'm Jordan Miller.
Good morning, Christian, Lauren, and Jake. So it's 2025. Have you started anything new yet? I didn't make a resolution.
I didn't make a resolution per se because I never follow through with them.
Fair.
But I did start my green shakes. I already had it on the way in because I could use
did
both
you?
hands that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jake, any resolutions?
No, but I probably should, if I'm being honest.
Like, what would it be?
To probably go to the doctor this year. That might be a good one.
You know what? I feel like a lot of people don't.
I didn't. I'm telling you, Megan talked me into going when
Yeah.
I hadn't gone in, probably 10 years.
Yeah.
So like, unless something was truly like ER wrong.
Right.
And that's how I found out I had type 2 diabetes. That's how so much has changed because of Dr. Deeb. And I'm so glad now I have a doctor that I go to a few times a year, check my blood, check my, not to be gross, my urine and all that, and check everything.
Of course. That's the gamut.
Check my A1C and make sure everything's good.
I hate going to the doctor. I'm just going to say it. I just absolutely abhor it. I get so much anxiety going because
I love my doctor. Dr. Deeb's the
I do
coolest.
too. I like my doctor. It has nothing to do with that. I think it's
He's
like
the-
a little bit of PTSD, honestly.
The best accent.
Well, that would be fun.
It's Kristen. How are you, my friend? It's always my friend. How are you, my friend?
When
I'm
you
like,
go
"I'm
home,
great.
When you go home and Jamie's like, so what did Deeb say? Do you like it? Do you
92. It is 9 minutes after 9 on your Thursday morning. And this Thursday morning, we kicked off a brand new contest where we are giving away floor seats to Monday Night Raw at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on February 3rd. Listen to become a finalist with us, with Nicolino, with Keller in the afternoon, with Ryan at night. Everyone's going to have finalist opportunities coming up here in the next couple weeks. We give this away on Thursday, January 30th. We already got our very first finalist this morning. That was Jared from Canton. We got one more to get. We're going to do it on the live video stream at the end of the show. All you got to do, if you want a chance to be chosen, head on over to the live video feed of this morning show. It's live on Q92 Radio's Facebook page or Q92's YouTube channel. Go to either one, doesn't matter. Click the like button, put the snowflake emoji in the comments section, and you're entered. Then Lauren will pick one of you randomly at the end of the show. We'll make you a finalist as well. So we have that coming up for you. Our phone number, 330-450-9292. Our text line, 330-269-9292. Of course, we have a winter weather advisory out there, snowing pretty good. Please be careful as you are heading out and around today. Of course, a lot of you probably already know what it's like out there, but just be safe. Give yourself some extra time.
also, a lot of schools are closed, but Stark State College is also closed today due to the weather. So if you're headed out somewhere, you have plans, I would check just to make sure that they're open and that you should still do that because the roads aren't great. If you don't have to be out, I just wouldn't be.
Yeah, I hear you. It's Morgan Wallen. Love Somebody. Q92.
I almost hit 4 different animals coming to work today on this new back roads I have to take, these country roads.
Yeah.
Not even joking. First, a deer runs out in front of me on some country road, a good 20 feet in front of me, but didn't know he was going to come out there. Hit the brakes, turn right down some other country road to the detour. 5 kittens are on the side of the road and almost come out while I'm driving by.
Seriously?
Swear to God.
Aw.
Turn down the 3rd country road I don't know to come to work. 2 raccoons in the middle of the road.
Yeah, it's roadkill season.
What is happening?
Yeah, I had a ton. I had a deer completely on its back with its hooves, like
You sleeping?
petrified. Maybe it's like those fainting cows.
I always like to think they're all just taking naps
Yeah, I really
in
hate
weird
it
positions.
when like you see a raccoon and they're on their side and they're like stuck like that.
Like almost goes boo,
Right. And
but they're not. They're going, I'm dead.
right.
So I saw tons of wildlife today. Like I said, I have a new, because of course, for the second time in 2 months, one of the 2 roads I take to work every day is closed. And this detour is very much a country road detour.
Can't wait.
Very much.
I told you.
Country road, farmland, wooded detour.
Well, that's my whole drive here every day. Just because I don't go highway. I don't need to. But it is all through farming community. I mean, literal farms. But just so you know, if you use State Street for your commute, it's closing on July 8th for 65 days.
Oh, yeah, I feel like so many main roads. 225,
65
224.
days. That's like the biggest main artery between Akron Canton Airport and Alliance.
Why did you not rescue the kittens?
Yeah.
I'm a dog guy, first of all.
Oh.
Second of all, they seemed fine.
What?
I don't hate cats, but I mean,
But you led with, I'm a dog guy.
Had that been a puppy, it might have been a different story.
Instead of saying, well, they seemed okay.
They were on the side of the road. They weren't in the road. Thank God I saw them. They were all huddled.
Was there a mom near?
I didn't pull over. It was like this big brush.
Well, you would notice because kittens are like
then-
this big and
yeah.
mom's probably like this
I
big.
didn't see a mom. I don't know if it was like the
Then they weren't okay.
They seemed fine, alert. They were up early.
You should have come to work with a basket of kittens.
Yeah, that would have went over real well.
Well,
First of all, I had no box.
you know we could have called the Humane Society. We would have even come and got them.
We don't even know that they were in any danger.
They weren't with their mama.
She could have been taking a pee in the woods.
But you're a dog person.
I'm a dog person. If that had been a dog, I probably would have. There'd have been puppies all over the studio. I got no issue with cats. But I'm a dog person.
Jake's even giggling on that.
I'm just saying. Oh man, I did not. So, would you people have rescued? Jake, would you have pulled over and picked up all the kittens?
Probably. Yeah.
You know, it's fun to say.
No, I would have.
It's fun to say.
I would have been in trouble if I didn't take them
real easy
to
to
the
say.
society.
Of course I would have.
Are you
Picked them all up,
questioning
nursed
his
them down.
character?
Would you have pulled over
If there were kittens and no mom around, I would have checked to see if they were okay.
4:45 in the morning on a dark country road
I probably would have gotten in massive trouble for my husband. But yeah, probably.
and tried to scoop up?
I would have at least checked to see if they were okay.
They were fine.
How do you know you're going 65 and you're like, oh, kittens, crap?
No, I veered, and I slowed down tremendously. I was probably only doing about 35 when I passed.
Oh.
So, happy Hump Day from Tiger Town. I hope you both have an amazing day. Please stay safe and stay cool. Thank you. They were abandoned, and you could have saved them, and now they're going to get eaten by coyotes. Now we're assuming. Now we're telling a story in our head. We don't know that those didn't belong to some farm nearby.
And you were like, hang out here for a while?
A lot of farmers let their animals roam, and they just let nature versus nurture. I don't know. They say nature always wins.
Yeah.
You know? They'll be fine.
Thanks to you.
I think they'll be fine.
Okay, so have you guys been to the store recently?
Yes.
And no. Like, literally, this is brand new. So my favorite store is Target, right? We go to Target often. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or try and lie. Anyhow, why do we have to have sales reps in stores where you're just trying to get your shopping done?
Oh, Sam's Club does that.
Sam's Club does it. I will say Costco's really good about it. There's reps there, but they don't approach you. You have to come to them.
Those Sam's Club people damn near tackle you.
Oh my gosh, it's awful. Well, Target has now allowed reps to be in the back of their store by their cell phones, peddling cell phone service plans. And to Target, I say, you suck. I'm sorry. This was the interaction that I had over the course of, I was there a week ago today, and I was there, and I have not gone back yet. And part of it was because of this exchange. I was there a week ago today, and then I was also there the previous Sunday. So Sunday to Monday, or Sunday to anyhow, it was a few days. It was less than a week. We were approached. She asked what we were paying for our cell phone plan, and I told her, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's so high. Well, it's not. Let me just tell you that. For 5 lines and internet being under $250, it's not. Tries to reorganize after we told her that we're in a contract, completely ignored us, is like steamrolling us to come with her, and finally my husband speaks up and he's like, we said we're not interested. So we walk away, and I'm there the following Friday with my daughter because Sabrina Carpenter dropped a new album. What? Anyhow.
Oh, you got the vinyl?
Yeah. The same woman approaches us, and I said, we already spoke last Sunday. I was here last Sunday. I said, oh yeah, you were. For sure. I remember. And she's like, well, let's talk about it. And I said, no, I'm going to tell you what I told you then. We're just trying to shop. We're not interested.
Yeah.
She walked away and was like mumbling something under her breath. Listen, I am not the rude one. I am trying to save you time. You're going nowhere fast with me. But moreover, why are these stores allowing sales reps to interrupt the shopping experience in their store because it's putting a bad taste in my mouth. I'll tell you what, I'll go to all online shopping. I don't want to be bothered, and I'm not an introvert.
They want to work at the zoo.
Why?
I don't know. It always seemed like that whenever you'd ask, well, what are you doing? They would always be like, I'm going to be a dental assistant. That was, I felt like the number one thing if you talk to a erotic dancer that they wanted to do.
Okay, can we talk about the amount of times that you have frequented the
Listen, I would do whatever
gentleman's club and have had life conversations with your stripper?
More than once.
Okay.
Don't forget, I was the guy trying to avoid spending money.
Oh, you were like the friend.
I would tell, it was so easy to sit and enjoy an evening in a strip club. And I've said this before. If you've listened over the years, you know this. I've said this before. All you have to do, the first one that comes up to you, when she's like, oh, how's your day going tonight? You're like, oh, yeah, it's going. I'm broke. As soon as you say that, you can drink all night and no one bothers you. That spreads
perfect.
like herpes. She goes to the rest of the girls.
Don't
He's
go.
broke. He's broke. Don't waste your time, girls. And now you can have a Bud Light and just sit and enjoy some Motley Crue. I'm telling you.
It's good to know.
It works
for my next trip to the
Never
strip
make
club.
eye contact. That's the same as when you're walking by the kiosk at the mall with the lotion
Oh my
people.
gosh.
Don't do that. And then also when you hear the strip club, we've done this before. I realize it. It's a rerun. When you hear the DJ say, all dancers backstage, go outside, pretend you're smoking, go to the bathroom, hang out for 10 minutes. They're coming around for that 2-for-1 special. And they come right up to you, whether you want them to or not. So
why wouldn't you want them to?
That's when you go to the
if
bathroom.
You went
if
to
you
the
don't want to
strip
spend
club,
money,
okay.
maybe you went with your buddies because all your buddies wanted to go and you weren't feeling it that night.
So isn't it still like telling people out standing outside of doors collecting money and stuff? No,
They
isn't
don't
it the same thing?
They don't normally come outside. It's not like they like come up and down the street.
I'm saying when you pass somebody and they're like, "Would you like to make a donut?" You're like, "No," and it's so easy for you to do. It's harder for you to tell a stripper no that you don't want the 2-for-1.
It is.
Oh, come on!
It's
Christian.
always tougher when Def Leppard's playing in the background. Ask people right now out of nowhere from our prep site. How often should a woman dress sexy for her man?
How long have they been married?
Literally, that's all the question is. There's no like
20 plus years, once a year.
there's no like they didn't do a survey. There's no like data. Just how often? Are you talking about I'm talking to somebody. I'm like, do you mean like to go out or you mean like at
In the bedroom,
home?
right?
Listen, I am a typical perverted man, but I don't feel that should be a daily.
It It doesn't stay on for but a minute.
I feel like that's an occasional.
Yeah.
You know
now
what I
I
mean?
get getting all dolled up and going out on a date.
But don't
I
get me
think
wrong.
that's good.
When you come home and your woman is like that and you had no clue it was coming, it's a very fun thing to
Because see, Tony usually sees me when my makeup's mostly rubbed off when I didn't put that much on all to begin with because it was really early in the morning. Like,
Have you ever, for him, like he got home, like been ready to and dressed up in an outfit? Not like I'm not saying like you were Scooby Doo, but you know what I mean. Like
let's go to dinner.
No, like
not since we've
like
had
you
children.
surprised him, he
Because
came
that would be
home.
weird. They'd be like, "Mommy, what's going on?"
Of course, I meant like maybe the kids were out. It was just you and him.
My kids are never out. No,
All
I'm just kidding. They're always with us.
All right.
No, I mean, maybe like before children.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the newlywed phase.
Like
your Thursday morning. It is a snowy one. Very snowy. Be careful anywhere you're heading out there. We even got cities now entering low-level snow emergencies.
Yes.
Stage 1 or level 1, whatever that is.
Yeah, also be mindful that a lot of cities are under parking bans now. So if you park on the road, probably shouldn't.
It's banned. It's banned. Hey, you guys want to raise? Have more sex. Where's that coming from?
Is that all it takes?
Where is that coming
Or
from?
are you telling me to switch professions?
I'm
Because it
just-
sounds like a hooker.
It says if you're hoping for a pay raise at work, you might have to get busy in the bedroom. It says here, quote, regular sex, it seems, could be the key to earning a healthy wage. Researchers found that people who have sex at least 4 times a week get paid more than people who do not have as much sex, regardless of education or profession. It says, and a lack of physical intimacy can have significant impact on one person's state of mind. The researchers found. I wish they would cite the study
I know.
so I could click and like get the whole study.
The rest
for you.
of it,
Yes. It doesn't even give you the source. It just gives you the.
Hang on. Usually a quick Google search.
So apparently, those who are more active in the bedroom, I guess somehow it correlates to more money. And they're not saying with workers. I mean, I think it just means like in your life.
Yeah, I don't
So
think they're
no one's
soliciting.
saying like bang your boss and you'll get a raise, which is
could
possible.
work.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some people out there right now going, now listen, now that does work. That does work a little bit. But I think they're talking more of just the regular, if you're more active in the bed.
Okay, listen. This study was done in Greece.
Oh, well, the Greeks, they know all about that stuff.
They love the intimacy.
Greece are horny people.
They are. And this study was 7,500 people ages 26 to 50. The subjects were asked about demographic information, their health status, their sexual activity levels. People who were asked about their employment status and how much money they made. Both straight and gay couples were included in the study. 5.5% of the subjects identified as LGBT. So they tried to get the most well-rounded sample audience as possible. Said subjects who had sex 4 or more times a week made 5% more money in their employment wages than those who didn't. And those who said they weren't having sex at all made 3.2% less than their counterparts who were. Said the important thing to note is those who had more sex were also more likely to be more outgoing, had lower rates of diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, things like that. They said that they believe that there is jointly a relationship between happiness, sexual activity, productivity, and those wages because you're more happy at work.
I agree.
Your sexual activity has an impact on your day-to-day life.
I agree.
Your connection to others.
I agree.
Frustration levels.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Everything you just said, I cannot disagree with. I didn't know it correlated to making more money at your job.
It says it also could be possible that making more money also makes you more attractive to your partner. You are confident.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Chet is sexier making 6 figures than 5. I agree. There's nothing in that study that is surprising to me. I do think it's good that they went with everything. They got all types.
Yes.
Male, female, gay, straight, trans. They got everybody in there. They looked at their jobs. They looked at their sexual activity and realized that the more you're having, the more you're making.
Yeah, and that's across the board. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. So how about
Now-
that, people?
Let's remember they said 5%.
Manifest it. Manifest it. Could there also be a correlation to exaggeration? LOL.
There could be that as well. And this is Greece, by the way. This is not the United States. Some things are different in different countries.
I'll bet you if you did that here, though, it'd be true. Or
I don't
similar.
know. I don't know.
I
There's
think there
so
is. You're more
much-
outgoing. You're more driven. You're more motivated. I'm telling you.
There's so much here in the United States that we do so very differently than other countries. Like, we might think we have it all together. We might think we're like superior, but I think in a lot of other areas, education, I think we're not top of the list. Security, I think. I mean, look at other countries. You know, we had an exchange student here that my kids became very good friends with, and when they did their first lockdown drill, she's like, "What is this?" Like, they don't have that worry or that fear. It does not happen in her country.
Yeah.
So who knows? I don't know. I think it's very different.
I think that.
And I
You know,
feel like Greece and Italy, you're like, let's have sex and eat good food. Like, that's all you care about.
Good times. Good times. They're a happy people. Jake, do you think you'd be more productive if you were having a lot more intimate times?
Yeah, makes sense to me.
See, that's Jake, who doesn't even care about anything.
But also going on the first point, sleeping with the boss, it didn't really work for me. So I don't know if it works for anybody else. But
Well, yeah. You know, unfortunately, there's an exception to every rule. You seem to have found the exception.
Yeah.
That makes sucked. But I mean, you know, it's what it is. But I feel like you'd come to
Wait,
work.
did you say that mix sucked?
Yeah, you'd come to work happier. You'd probably be more productive. You'd probably be in a better mood.
yeah, no, it totally makes sense.
Be like,
Yeah.
I'm loving it, but you weren't.
Yeah.
I get it. See, when it doesn't happen, you come to work crankier.
At least with a job like that, you still have nugs. Like, you can just be like, well, that didn't work out. Get a 6-piece and hit the road.
True.
I'd go for a Big Mac right now.
Really?
Yeah, Big Mac and fries.
Do you know what I've been craving is Wendy's Frosty and fries lately. I haven't done it yet.
No,
Actually, I had a doctor's appointment in Canton on Monday, I think. I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself after my doctor's appointment. I didn't. I've had this guilty feeling. So I'm like, then I have to take it home to everybody. I realized everybody was at home. They would be there when I got home.
sometimes I grab food on the way home and eat it in the car because I know when I get gym, I can't eat anything.
Do you feel guilty, though, not taking something home to everybody else?
Well, no, because Jamie, not daughter's at school.
Right.
Jamie, there's only so much she can eat because of her, and she's usually in her office, like not doing anything. She's lucky if she has a lunch.
Right.
So no, I'll text like, do you want anything on my way home? Do you want me to go anywhere and get you anything? Because I can go to Jimmy John's to get her an unwich.
Yeah, I can't even like get a good Starbucks anymore without feeling guilty. Because if I'm going home and I'm going to have that cup in my hand, I know I have to ask Tony.
No, I eat it. I eat it on the way because if I pick up Jim, I got to share it with him, and he doesn't eat it. He just bites into it, wants it, and then doesn't want it immediately once he has it.
Yeah.
It's a very weird phase we're in right now.
Well, he'll get over it. He'll realize what he actually likes and what he doesn't.
I want to eat that. Here it is. I don't want to eat that. Okay.
Right.
Do you want me to do this? Yes, make me this. Here it is. I don't want that. All right. All right. I don't know. That's where we're at right now. Oh, here we go again. Hey, new drivers, few tips for the winners. Don't slam on your brakes. That's when you start to slide. Slow down. Don't let other drivers pressure you into driving faster if you shouldn't.
My dad used to tell me when I was learning to drive, if I had to brake in snow, to give myself enough time, but to do the tap-a-tap. So every time, and God rest his soul, I mean, I miss my dad. He's been gone for, we'll be going on, I don't know, 26 years. But every time I go to brake in the snow, I think of him because you tap it, tap it, tap it, tap.
Yeah, just tap it, tap
Just
it.
tap him. Just lightly, like, and let off so that you're not like going to spin or
Do that, or
slide.
I brake much earlier than I would,
Yeah, I slowed down earlier.
especially on going on an off ramp.
But if you've got to stop kind of quickly, just do a few taps. Don't like stand on your brakes.
You hit them brakes, you're sliding going sideways.
Oh, for sure you are. It does not matter what car you're driving.
Just be safe out there. The roads are what they are right now, and that is not good. We're in a
Yeah.
winter storm. That's not true. A winter weather advisory. So just be careful out there. It's Chapel Row and Pink Pony Club on Q.
Happening. I'll be getting one of those shortly. So much for bedtime, sexy time.
Well, you can like get it on and then put your CPAP on.
You could. My sleep was disrupted 132 times during the night. Still waiting on my CPAP. I can't wait to be able to sleep through the night and hopefully not fall asleep during the day. That may be something I deal with.
You think?
Especially at work. In meetings.
You guys, he takes some. They're like micro naps. I've never known anybody who can do what he does. Really, truly.
I've made fun of at home all the time by Jamie and not daughter. They'd be like, I could walk by you in the living room. You're asleep.
Yeah.
Sitting up. They're like, I can go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, come back. You're awake and doing something. She's like, in like the time it took me to just go get a cup and come back in the room, you're awake, alert, and doing something.
That is true.
She's like, it makes no sense. She's like,
You guys, he can completely fall asleep during a meeting, and then when it's his turn, he'll be like, and he'll act like nothing was actually happening just before then. Like he'll literally have he's very clever. He pulls his hat down in the front a little bit, and he like acts like he's looking down at like his paper or his phone. And he'll be like, Christian, what do you got? And he'll be like, and I swear to you, he's sleeping. You can kind of tell by the way he breathes, like by the way his shoulders rise and fall. If it's a sleep breathe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it's time.
Yeah, he'll be like, and in sports. And we'll be like, what?
Here's the games we're doing tonight. Here's
He
what we're having
literally
there. Here's
just woke up.
I'm like, yep, all right. I know the routine. Everyone knows the routine of our meetings.
This is a moment that can change your life. Like we said, we had that Millennium album, start to finish. It's not often that artists anymore, or ever really, made albums that you could, honest to God, truly put on from start to finish and just let it go.
Yeah.
Now, today's world, it's different. We make our playlist, we do all that, but like you got to buy the CD, you know?
Yeah.
You'd skip songs. Even if you like the artist, you'd skip some songs.
Well, we were so into it. We listened to it so much. We would keep my nephews, Tony's nephews, overnight. And they literally started watching the music video so much. The next thing you knew, they were like across the room and they all had their parts. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they would be certain Backstreet Boys.
We wanted to be, yeah.
Right. And they would do like the dance and the hand motions. And they were like 4 to 6 years old. Yeah, it was really funny.
I mean, I'm trying to think other albums that I could listen to from start to finish. Obviously, to me, in sync, No Strings Attached.
No Strings Attached and Millennium were two of them.
You could literally let them run.
Yeah.
There were some Bon Jovi albums, I would say. New Jersey, I could let go.
Yeah.
The first Eminem album, I could let that go from start to finish, and I didn't have to skip anything. There was nothing I want. Like, it's tough because you're always like, no, not that one. You know, I'm taking us back.
I even do that with Taylor now.
Like, not that one.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, man. Text message. Kids these days don't understand scratching a CD, listening to it so much. Mine was Michael Jackson Thriller. So that was an album. You put that CD in and you wouldn't skip a song.
No.
You just let it go. Jay kind of missed the CDs. I think you came in as they were ending.
Yeah. I had a CD player in my first car.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is there an album that you honest would put in? You didn't have to skip anything? I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah, I would.
I can't think of one. Because even like the AJR albums that I have now, I have a couple of them on CDs. So I'll skip a song or two.
Yeah, I understand. There's a Sound of Madness, Shinedown. I don't have to skip a song.
I think it was very few that I had to skip. I was a big Bush 16 Stone album
That's
fan.
a great album.
Yeah.
I
used to listen to that one pretty much from start to finish.
Now or Never. It's My Life's a great song by Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's up there, one of their tops. With Living on a Prayer, not quite that level. You Give Love a Bad Name, I'll Be There for You, Bed of Roses.
They've got a lot.
Bad Medicine.
Yeah.
Remember Bad Medicine?
Ooh, yeah.
Your love is like bad medicine. Bad medicine is what I need. Fun story that that song was written about a girl that Richie Sambora was dating that he found out and didn't know was a stripper.
Interesting. That'd be a little shocking, off-putting. Do you think you'd have a problem with it?
If I didn't know?
Well, I mean, like if you'd gone on a couple dates and she hadn't told you yet. Once she did tell you, would you be like,
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. I wish we didn't pose to each other at 9:42. Wow. If it happened and you found out, like, yeah. But you went on a couple dates, there's a little connection.
Be like, man, that sucks, but I can't do this.
Man, that's so awesome, but I don't know if I can keep doing it.
Right.
On some levels, that's so cool. No, I don't know. That's a great question for people that have tried to do it.
Do dudes that have dancer girlfriends or wives or whatever, like, I mean, is there no, like, some other dude's looking at her? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but let's be honest. And it's not like girls that work at like normal offices don't cheat and sneak around.
I'm
same with guys.
I'm
like,
not saying that's not true either.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you go to work and you don't wear anything, everybody gets to see it, and it's like I don't know. Listen, I know there's good money in dancing. I actually know somebody who got pregnant very early, went to high school with her, got pregnant very early, has turned out to be an amazing person. I mean, not that she wasn't before, but her daughter into college now, like she raised this kid on her own being a dancer. Like if it wasn't for that, I don't know how she would have done it.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
I mean, she had hard and fast rules. Like she wouldn't bring anybody home from the club. You know what I mean? Like once she was done with work, it was back home to her daughter.
Love me a working girl. I don't know. Hearts emoji, what they would do. Jake, what would you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's you gotta do what you gotta do to make money. I know you can make a lot of money doing it, but I don't think I would really like that.
But it'd be tough to go on dates because she'd be busy a couple nights. I mean, you want to work the busy nights too. You know, Tuesday night's not going to be when you're going to make the most money. You're going to want to be working Friday, Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Thursday, Friday,
Saturday. There's not going to be a
Saturday.
lot of weekend dates, but like Jake,
how can we go ice skating?
you love Star, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what if Star told you like next weekend that the only reason she only sees you a couple days a week, this whole like
She's at the Pink Pony Club.
yeah.
Yeah, there would be a conversation there, but I know that wouldn't happen. But if it did, if it did,
A lot of people said that.
If it did, then yeah, I don't think I could do that.
Wow, you'd break it off after all this time.
Bail.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Have a backbone, guts. React with your guts, because this is all the hypothetical. This is
What if
not
you found
true.
out?
Right. So
what if you found out Tony was a Chippendale? What would you do? Would you leave?
I'd be like, our whole relationship. This is why you made fun of male strippers so much, like because you were
Because
one?
you were one. You threw me off the trail with your jokes.
Right.
The whole time it was you. Can you imagine?
Yeah. No, I can't.
He's got moves
He does have moves,
like Jagger.
for me.
Well, he's just dancing. He's not doing anything. What if he told you he wanted to? Would you tell him he couldn't?
Yes.
Wow. Text message. I financed a lot of strippers and put them through college. LOL.
See?
I think most guys did. I think we all did back in our late teens, early 20s when we'd go to those clubs. But it'd be interesting. We'll have to circle back to that one morning. Remember that one. Write that down, Jake.
Okay.
You heard it here first. He said write
He's
it
not
down.
going to write it down.
No,
I
he's
have a
not.
notes thing. I got to.
Or be like one day, Jake, what was that thing I told you to write down? I don't know.
You know what? Even with your voice deepening,
Yeah.
it's still radio-esque. Just so you know.
You think?
Yeah, it's just like deeper. You just sound.
It's getting harder to like. I feel like by mid-afternoon, my voice is going to be gone. It's not good. You might as well prepare.
It's fine. It's Friday.
Guess
So
where you're
free
sitting
advice
tomorrow.
Friday. That's funny. Whatever. You don't know that for sure. You could wake up and still have your stupid voice.
Think you know how things work around here.
You guys, he's calling off on me tomorrow right now.
Think you know how things work
Even though
around
you
here.
hear him, he's talking.
Yeah, and you hear that. I think you hear that I don't sound like myself.
You don't sound like yourself, but you don't sound like it's going away completely.
Listen, it's not me you got to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me you got to worry about saying I'm not coming in.
Oh,
We have strict standards here.
you're not sick though. It is possible. Two things can be true. You cannot be sick and lose your voice.
What if you get sick? You're going to be mad at me.
I never get mad at you when
You'd
I
be
catch
so
whatever
mad
you
you'll
have.
ignore me for like 2 weeks. Again.
Whatever, that's not true.
God, what a great question.
I thought it was
Started
pretty good.
dating somebody and you find out and then you're like,
Like,
what do I do? I
"So,
kind of like him.
I got a secret to tell you.
Because I mean, that's not something you just throw out there.
Yes, Amy, exactly. It's not. You're not losing your voice. You just kind of sound Barry Whitish.
Again, it's not me you have to worry about.
Mm.
You know. Watch out, Laura. Christian is laying the groundwork. Oh, yeah.
No.
The whole
He
foundation's
likes
already
to
built.
make me sweat. He doesn't want me to sleep at all.
Will she have
Friday.
to hit the buttons tomorrow? We don't know.
I'm not good at it, guys.
By the way, last chance. Head on over right now. like the live Facebook and YouTube feed of the morning show. Put the snowflake emoji in the comment section. We're picking a finalist here in 10 minutes on Q.
Are you recently engaged? If so, congratulations. Make
A's hit music, Q92. We're about done here, but before we go, you guys went over, you clicked the like button, you went ahead in the comment section, you put that snowflake. You did that because you're like, I want to be the stream finalist today for a chance to win floor seats to see Monday Night Raw in February in Cleveland, because that's what they're giving away. Well, guess what? It's time.
It's time.
About to pay off for one of you. Lauren, let's randomly select someone that did that and hook them up with a finalist spot.
Today it is Amber Sutton.
Amber Sutton, as Jake yawns in the camera. All right, man, that was a good yawn right there, my friend.
His circle's so small. Sometimes
Thanks.
when he yawns, it looks like he's eating the whole circle. He's like,
I was like, look at that, man. All right, there you go, Amber. You are now in the running. You have a shot to win the floor seats. The floor seats to see Monday Night Raw. Your next chance to become a finalist is going to come up this afternoon with Keller. Nicolina not in today. She'll be back tomorrow.
yeah, everything's cool. She's not sick or anything like that. She just had another obligation.
Yes, but Keller will be here, and Keller will have opportunities for you to become a finalist. Will be listening starting at 2 o'clock.
Oh, and don't forget tomorrow morning with me. You'll have your next chance.
Will I be here? Now, there's a mystery. I don't know. Will I be here tomorrow? I don't know.
You won't be because he's primed in the pump.
Oh, man. Listen, I don't want to get anybody sick. I'd feel terrible. You'd be gone for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, the last time I was out like that, I had COVID, you dummy.
No, didn't you stay all last year just because your voice was gone?
Yeah, I literally had no
See?
voice. Yours is not gone.
Does this
He's
sound
gonna
like
scream the whole way home, so it goes.
I'm gonna play Metallica? Like, oh no! What happened? I guess I'll see you Monday. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be here tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
It's a crapshoot. Anybody's game.
If I was Lauren, I'd just sweat about it all day. Oh man, she got to make sure she's here earlier. She got to hit all the buttons. Oh my God.
It's a lot.
Oh, it could be hell for her tomorrow.
I'm not worried about the other stuff. I'm fine with like loading weathers and news and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm good with that. That stuff I'm good at.
Okay. Then what's even the fear?
Jake doesn't talk to me very much, so
Jake, in 2025, you gotta come
I know.
along.
I try.
you did better towards the end of his sabbatical, like when it was you and I. You got more comfortable. And,
All right,
really.
all right, Jake. How about this? Tomorrow, I'd like you to bring a topic to the table. If I'm not here, you guys can use that topic.
I've already tried this drill with him, and when I asked him,
I know. I just don't know how to do it because I don't have social media. I tried to look on Twitter and looked up trending topics. Like I just don't know how you guys do it. I know you have the prep site, but I don't have
Sometimes
that.
things just happen in your life that are worth talking about. that could
Yeah,
spring a whole
that's
topic.
true. But sometimes, like I'll be here all day today until 5 o'clock. And then I'll go home and go to bed. So nothing exciting is gonna happen tonight in my life.
You don't know
You
that.
have no idea.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but
Bring something.
I'll try.
That way, if I'm gone, we can throw it out.
Okay.
All right. You only got to worry about the 8 o'clock hours. Free advice Friday.
Yeah. And
Right?
9 o'clock hour, we usually just go through like trending.
Yeah.
Like whatever's happening.
Yeah. So I think you'll be just fine. We'll be getting finalists for this awesome new contest we kicked off. So it'll be easy.
All right.
Easy peasy. And we don't know that I won't be here.
Right.
It's just it's on the table.
No, we don't know.
It's on the table. Oh no. So anyway, have a great day, everybody. Thank you for listening. Please, all jokes aside, be safe out there today. Be safe driving
Yes.
home from work. If you're just driving around, extra time.
Go slow. No road rage.
Yes, seriously, just just be careful, will you? Oh, I forgot to read the text from Plow Guy. Plow Guy here, trying our hardest to get the roads clear. Just be patient with us. Try not to crowd the plow. The plow.
The plow.
The plow. So thank you,
That's a
Plow
valid
Guy.
point. Stay like 50 feet back, 100 feet back, something like that. And then you get the benefit because you get the traction. You're right
There you
behind the salt truck.
We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Be safe.
It's Addison Ray, Diet Pepsi.
Jake?
I'll be bye.